Yo, welcome to the panel. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Right from the top, I do want to say that we're doing two giveaways today. Two $200 giveaways to two lucky people, and you guys will be able to come on the show and make your underdog picks today. Today's the only day that we'll be
Why is
doing
everybody
something
so
like
quiet?
So that's a good question, chat. Why you guys so quiet? Today is the only day. So what I need you to do is take a picture of your Underdog Fantasy app, your account, send it to me personally, laron.com on Instagram, and I will choose two people. At the hour mark, I'm going to bring somebody up. You'll be able to make your picks. And at the 2 hour mark, I'll be able to come up and make your pick. And when you send it with hashtag #dubhost. All right. See you guys soon. With that being said, fellas, let's get straight into it. We don't got nothing else to say, nothing else to talk about. Friday when we left, it was before game 4. Now we're coming back. And well, Denver's up 3-1. Let's talk about it. How do we feel about this? Last game, game 4. Mars, kick it off for us.
I called it Denver in 5.
I called Denver winning both games in Miami. I did say I think that's what's gonna happen. I think I said Denver in 5 or 6. I don't know who's gonna win tonight, but I don't think this series goes beyond game 6. But I'm not really surprised with how the series is unfolding. So I don't really have much. Like everything I've said before the series is kind of just unfolding how I kind of expected it to. So, I mean, at this point, I'd just be repeating stuff I've already said about what's going on in the series. And I don't really want to do that. So, Denver in 5 or 6. And then I guess we're going to have to talk about Jokic being top 20 all time, I guess.
Oh, that's a fact. But hold on, though. Let's rewind, though, Mars. Let's talk about game 4, though, for those people that didn't really get a chance to watch it. And just kind of, I guess, Aaron Gordon and Bruce Brown having breakout performances.
Go ahead, Mark.
No, I've already spoke. I've filled my quota so far. So
You already wrote your rhymes, Mars?
There we go.
You straight? You already wrote your rhymes, so.
Yeah.
Am I putting semantics when you say breakout performances, and I just say no, they had a good game?
Like a performance.
A breakout performance is the start of something. Is this what we're expecting from Aaron Gordon and Bruce Brown today, next season? No, they both had good games. They had at the right time because Jokic technically didn't have a great game statistically, anyways.
Tone, whoa. Tone, the third guy on a championship team goes for 25. That's not a good game.
27.
A good game is, 27. The third guy goes for 27. That's not a good game. That is a breakout game. No, it's not. Because how many third guys? How many times did Chris Bosh go for 27? Right? How many times did Mark Aguirre go for 27 in the NBA Finals game?
Boobie Gibson went for 31 in the game 6 of an Eastern Conference Final. Was that a breakout or was that just a good game?
I'm glad you mentioned that, Tone, because he went for how many points in the game 6?
31, 19 in the fourth quarter.
And what happened to that team?
They went to the NBA Final and got swept.
And got smoked. And he didn't do that in the NBA.
It was a good game, right?
Well, it was a good game in the Eastern Conference Championship. Aaron Gordon has been doing, I'm not going to say 27, but he's been doing this because they recognize mismatches. I don't want to undersell what Aaron Gordon's been doing. They're not doing what they're doing if Aaron Gordon isn't on the floor, Tone. What you doing is it sounds like you minimizing him, like, yo, yeah, he's been solid. No, he's been better than that.
I think fluent is being technical. Like a breakout game is usually the start of like something like more than just one game.
You want to call it a
technically breakout? Is like
breakout to me just means like it's a start of
something.
A start of a consistent what we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see this type of game as Aaron Gordon's norm.
Right.
I think he's been solid all season, and I think he had a great game. Again, that's why I said I don't know if it's semantics. I just don't like the term breakout. Well, but that's me.
Understand what I think what we're getting confused with is we confusing what breakout means. So breakout, Aaron Gordon's never been in the NBA Finals, so technically this is a breakout performance for him because a lot of people don't know who Aaron Gordon is. Aaron Gordon played down in Orlando and was wasting away down there, and not only was he wasting away, they were wasting away. So now he gets with Joker. In the process of him getting with Joker, he looks way better now And now the world gets to see who he actually is when he's playing with a great big man. And this could be a breakout.
Not knowing Aaron Gordon is criminal though. Like any real hoop head knows Aaron Gordon. I always thought Aaron Gordon been nice. Like there was times when people up here laughing at me or bringing up Aaron Gordon, and I think he's showing himself right now.
I think the dunk contest is why he's known, if anything. Just he's a name because of the dunk contest. But I do get what Chill's saying. I would just say that in terms of Aaron Gordon, I'm willing to lean more into him having a breakout game versus Bruce Brown. We've been seeing games like this from Bruce Brown. It seems all playoffs. Every series he's had at least one game like this where he just stepped up, dropped in the 20s, maybe even some series he's had more than a 120-point game. So Bruce Brown, in terms of this team coming off the bench or just being that role player, he's shown that this is him, at least for this playoff run for them. This has been him this playoffs. Aaron Gordon,
Bruce Brown, maybe. Yes, Bruce Brown, maybe.
Bruce Brown, he's been this guy for this team throughout the playoffs. Aaron Gordon, offensively, has not been this guy. Defensively, he's been what they needed. In general, for this team, since he's been there, he's been what they needed. But the offense, that definitely was something different. He was literally getting the ball 1-4 flat. I'm taking him to the hole every time I want to. That's something we have not seen at least I haven't seen from Aaron Gordon with this Nuggets team, definitely during this playoff run. So I would be more willing to say that this is a breakout performance for him. But I do agree.
But what about game one though, Damo? Game one, he was a bully down there in the block. Wasn't that game? Yeah, that was game one.
He's actually been at the entire series.
But even that, how many points did he end up with? Like 14
was it like
points?
this though?
I mean, it wasn't like this.
It was a. I mean,
it was
14,
good.
It was a
good,
great 14 points. You know what I'm saying? He was dominant.
I do agree with Damo though. I definitely see Bruce Brown doing this more because even last year, Bruce Brown during the even though they got swept in the playoffs, Bruce Brown was the only other guy really helping KD consistently besides Kyrie.
Oh, that's a fact.
KD needed to help himself in that series. But
so he did, but
the
only bright spot on that team was Bruce Brown during that series. So I definitely see him doing this. Like Damo said, Aaron Gordon is not really there as the offensive guy. So when he does have a game like this, is a plus. But I'm not really looking forward Aaron Gordon to do this over and over. Bruce Brown though has shown.
I'm definitely not trying to turn it into an Aaron Gordon versus Bruce Brown, who's been playing better.
No.
I just think Aaron Gordon.
They both play their roles perfectly to me.
Yeah.
Did you see Jokic? Bruce Brown shot that deep three, and he's like, "No, what are you doing?" Good shot. Good shot.
Yeah.
If it goes in, it's a good shot.
I know one of those. Yeah.
And
I do want to say though. Oh, go ahead, Chill. Go ahead.
Well, when I think about Aaron Gordon, he was put in a position where he had to perform. So the way that this team is built, they go as Joker goes, right? They go as Jamal Murray goes. But the way that offense is, he has to get down. So them taking advantage of switches, and I mean, I think he's averaging 15 a game in these finals or something like that. I think he's averaging 15 a game in these finals, and him taking advantage of switches. The stuff that he was doing in this series, he was doing that in Orlando, only except it was empty. Like he was taking guys one-on-one, right? Not only was he taking guys one-on-one, they were losing, but it looks better because I'm running with the Joker. Just like I've said in the past that this Miami Heat team, everything that Miami is doing with Denver, they was doing that against the Knicks. They were doing that against Milwaukee. Denver is the only team who has actually taken advantage of that. And because they've taken advantage of that, that's why they in the hole three. That's why they 3-1 in the hole, which, by the way, and I don't want to sound like a hater, but I have just about had it with this whole Miami Heat culture thing. And we're up for the challenge. Listen to me. Okay. You guys are grit. You guys are fight. And I love that about you. But it's different when you run up on somebody who else is grit, who also is fight. And now what you got to do is you got to play basketball. And when we find out once you play basketball, we see who the better basketball team is. And the better basketball team right now is the Denver Nuggets. There's a reason why only one team in NBA history has come back from 3-1, and they had a different dude on their team. You guys don't have that.
They guess that dude is Kevin Love.
You have that dude.
We'll talk both. That's true.
Are we in danger of this excuse like, oh, Denver wouldn't have won the injury excuse, like later on? Are they gonna try to discredit him, saying well, I'm definitely not trying. Yeah, I'm
maybe
definitely
like
not trying to.
Heat fans might, but
I'm definitely not trying to say that. But I'm saying is people gonna say Tyler Herro would have been there.
The way to discredit Denver is going to say they went up against an 8 seed in the first round. They went up against a 4 seed, then a 7 seed, then an 8 seed. That's how they're going to get discredited.
They had an easy road. They will say
that's going to be how they're going to get discredited.
Right. Okay.
Which I'm going to shut that Miami Heat being the little engine that could logic down right now. Okay. I want to start the conversation, Mars, with the fact that Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Gabe Vincent. Who am I leaving out? And Bam Adebayo. Those 4 guys are starters on this championship team. Is that correct? These were the same 4 starters who was on the team last year when they were the number 1 seed on opening night in the playoffs. Same guys. Well, OG, these guys got hurt. The reason why they underperformed in the regular season is because they hurt. Just so you know, Bam Adebayo played 75 games last season. Max Strus played 80 games. Gabe Vincent played 67 games. These dudes stayed on the floor. The problem is that they underperformed in the regular season. So when they get into the playoffs and they all of a sudden start to look hot, Jimmy Butler is a prime example. Jimmy Butler was hurt during this season. The last 10 years, Jimmy Butler averages 63 games a season. He plays 64 games this year. This is who he is. So let's kill the logic of Jimmy Butler being hurt. Let's kill the logic of the Miami Heat dealing with injuries, because no, they didn't. They underperformed in the regular season. They were 1 game out of the 6th spot. Even if the play-in tournament is gone, they still make the playoffs. So let's kill this logic of, well, if they had to beat this team to get into the play-in tournament. Give me a break with all of that stuff. They still were awesome. And in the process of them being awesome, this is where they are. And they ran into a better team in the Denver Nuggets. So kill it.
People are still going to look at the seeding, though. All your things that you said are true. But people historically will always look back and say, oh, they were an 8 seed. Something was up. Right, like
I agree. As time goes on, the context will go away, and then they will just see the seed, and I'm like, oh, it was this like underdog story. But I feel like the thing that hyped them up to be here, like them being the underdog, you can't also turn that around and use it as an excuse. That was the reason why they were so, you know what I mean, hyped up for being in the finals. You can't now turn around and that's your excuse to why they lost now. That doesn't make sense to me.
But hold on, Shiloh, and to you and Chill, I gotta kind of rebuttal that, and I do want to ask a follow-up question, because I personally don't believe that this is a better team without Tyler Herro. But I also do want to say that if the narrative could go away, the whole injury logic, but here's what will bring it back is if the Heat do over-exceed next year, or if they do perform well with Tyler Herro next year, and Tyler Herro has a great season, then people will be like, okay, well,
and
Victor too. They'll be like, okay, look what Victor and Tyler Herro actually do bring to this team. They didn't have them in that championship, so if they do have them, maybe Bruce Brown doesn't perform the way he does. Mm-hmm. Maybe they take advantage of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Maybe it X's out Jamal Murray. So that is something that, can happen if that does happen in the future. But I do want to ask you guys, though, do you actually believe that this team is better without Tyler Herro? Do you believe that that the series might not be tied?
Just so you know,
that they'll be up 3-1.
So are you asking, are the Heat better without Tyler Herro?
Are they better as a team? Not are they better than the Nuggets? But would they be performing better with Tyler Herro on the floor? Keep in mind, he's
a healthy Tyler Herro. I think
healthy Tyler Herro.
Of course they better. I mean, that's 20 a game. That's out the lineup. That's not in the lineup. However, they did make it to the NBA Finals without him this season. They did. It wasn't like it wasn't like they lost him in Game 6 last year. Last year when they lost him in the Philly series. He didn't really play that much in the Boston series, and they got all the way to Game 7. Victor Oladipo, if I'm not mistaken, in the 2 years that he's been with the Miami Heat, he's played on average 14 games. He hasn't played that much, so he hasn't really been that big of a spark for them because he's still coming off injury. Like he still hasn't been the same guy from the past. Now, could he give Bruce Brown trouble? Maybe, but I don't think he's going to be significantly better. I don't think they're significantly better with Victor Oladipo in the lineup. No, I don't think that's the case. I think that this team, the way that they're rolling, and I don't want to dominate the conversation, but the way that this team is rolling right now, they've been together for so long that it just looks good. But you also have guys like Max Strus, who he is who he is. What do you mean he is who he is? Well, just so you know, 2 of the last 4 games, he's going 0 for 10. He did that, and I want to make sure that we clear, Mars, when I tell you that when you see guys who they are, we've seen this before because rewind the clock back to the Eastern Conference Championship in 2022. In 2022. He went 0 for 16 in 2 games, including 0 for 11 on the long ball, which means that this is who this guy is. He's going to have games where he does nothing. This is who this guy is. Gabe Vincent, on the other hand, Gabe Vincent in game 4 couldn't really get into a rhythm. Got in foul trouble. He only played 18 minutes. When I'm used to being on the floor for 25, 30 minutes, that's different for when I'm on the floor for 18 minutes. I can't really get into a rhythm, can't really get into the flow of the game, and I'm not nearly as effective. So
to answer your question, Ron, they're a better team with more talent, right? The suggestion that you take away talented players and somehow a team is better. There are certain situations, very rare, where there's addition by subtraction. But in most cases, just because your team plays well, wins some games, goes on a run, right? I don't know.
Yes. I'm sorry, Tony. You were saying something.
Yeah, sorry. I heard someone sneeze there.
I had something in my throat. I'm sorry.
Flattered. So in most cases, right, they're a different team. They will play different. Everyone's roles changes. But when you have more talent, guys who can make shots, like that's going to change. Guys who are more consistent, that makes you a better team, right? People are going to, you could look at when Ja doesn't play in Memphis and they're like, oh, they 22-5 or whatever the hell their record was. That doesn't mean they're a better team. They just, hey, they won some games. Kawhi Leonard, when he missed his 22 games in Toronto, they went 17-5. The Raptors weren't a better team without him. Right, I'll give an example. Rudy Gay getting traded off that team. Well, that made them a better team. That's the one, maybe one of the other exceptions. But for the most part, they're a different team. It doesn't make them better or worse because any team can go on a run. So I think they're missing that consistency of Tyler Herro and maybe Victor Oladipo, that talent. They're a better team when everyone's healthy. Now, do they need to change up their roles and how they play? And maybe they should have given Martin and Vincent, more time in the rotation. Yeah, maybe it looks like they should have. But like Strauss is a great example of a guy who played really well. And we're like, oh, see, they're better without him. Yeah, not when he goes 0 for 10 and they're not better without him. So it's really hard to say because it changes all the rotations. It changes everyone's minutes. It changes the way Spo coaches, right? They're different without Tyler Herro is probably the best way to answer that.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just like right quick, Damo. It's just like games like last game where Gabe Vincent has 2 points and Max Strus has 0. Tyler Herro's going to pick up the scoring load. That's a game where he's liable to go for 30. And it's like, okay, now we actually have a shot to win this game.
Is he though, Ron? Is he?
He averaged 20. He averaged 20.
Wait. When you say we have a shot, whoa. When you say we have a shot to win this game, just wait a minute. Regardless of whether they're a 6 seed, 7 seed, 8 seed, the number 1 seed, there's a reason they're the underdog. The number 1 seed, the best team throughout the entire season, the one that has the best player in the series, that team should win. Right, Denver should have won this series. I picked Miami because I thought, hey, they're on a run. They're doing and I still got Heat in 7. But they're the favorites for the reason. They're the favorites for a reason. They should win this series. So this should not take away from the Heat what Jimmy Butler did this season, what all those guys who stepped up, all those undrafted guys did with Tyler Herro and Oladipo out. Don't take away. Don't be like, oh, if they get smoked in 5, don't be like, oh, Miami sucks now. No,
they don't.
Miami absolutely exceeded expectations and did better than anyone thought they were going to do. Don't knock them for that. Don't knock them for that.
I was going to say, the answer seems pretty simple to me. In the last 2 games, your backcourt has a combined 12 points in the finals. Tyler Herro,
not going to get
in the last 2 games, in games 3 and games 4, combined, Gabe Vincent and Max Strus has a combined 12
Damo,
points.
you're lying.
That's not going to get done. That's not going to get done.
In game 3 and game 4 combined, they have 12 points coming out the backcourt.
I watched those games and I refuse to believe it.
Sorry,
It's crazy. It's crazy to believe. But yeah, Tyler Herro's going to help. He's averaging 20, whether it's an inefficient 20, whether it's an efficient 20. Tyler Herro, if it's one thing he's going to defensively, they will be worse. I'll give you that. Defensively, I don't think they're going to be better. There's no way they're going to be better with Tyler Herro defensively. Offensively, they have to be better with him. That's all he's there for is to get a bucket. So I wholeheartedly believe that they'll be better offensively at the very least with Tyler Herro.
I'll give you 20, but I mean, Ron, I ain't going to 30. I ain't
Well,
going
he
that
averages 20.
Okay, I'm not going to
guarantee.
30.
Hey, it's a dude. Okay, 25 is solid, but a dude that averages 20, it's not hard for him to score 30.
He would definitely help, but I don't think the Nuggets are the better team. He's not changing the outcome to me. Nuggets.
Why couldn't a guy who averages 20 drop 30? Chill. You believe a guy who averaged 50 dropped 100? You just doubling your average.
Not only did he drop 100, he went 80% from the stripe that game too. Don't leave that part out.
Sure he did.
Absolutely. So, yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna get around to these super chats too. That was a good question by Devi Poo, but I do also want to ask you guys: is Aaron Gordon performing like the second best player on the Nuggets in this series?
No.
You don't think so?
Not at all.
Jamal Murray exists.
No, I didn't ask. Is he the second best player? I asked.
He's not performing.
Last game is fair.
Did you forget Jamal Murray just had a 30-point triple-double? Did you forget
with
that?
Jokic?
With Jokic,
they both did it.
Terrible question, Ron.
I'm gonna just throw this out there. Yep. Obviously, he's clearly their best defender, right?
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. I
okay.
All around.
He's overscoring. He's averaging 16. He's second on the team in rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Third in assists.
Mm-hmm.
And he's carrying a majority of the defensive load. On top of that, he's scoring efficiently at 66% and 71 from the three ball. I don't know how many threes he shot, Mars. Don't be like, oh, he only shot 3, but I am saying he is shooting the ball phenomenally from the 3-point line. So I'm just saying
he's playing third best.
Playing his role as the third best player really well.
Third best player.
Playing his role as the third best player on that
job
team.
very well.
Everything I heard sound like a third best player on the team. Real good.
What we don't want to do is we don't want to overvalue a guy because he looks good in a stretch, and that's what's going on right now with him. Right. What you don't want to do, Ron, is you don't want to walk up to this house with 5 bedrooms and go, "Yo, this house worth $5 million." Yo, chill out, y'all. We haven't looked inside it yet.
And he's been good. He's been good.
Right. It's a nice place. It's a really nice place, but these other houses on the block, they've been here for quite a while, and they've stayed clean. And Jamal Murray is clearly the second best player on this crew. We all know that Joker is the best player on this crew. Just Aaron Gordon has been doing his job more effectively than most threes have. That's all.
Just watch how many free agents get paid too much this summer, Ron. Don't overvalue these guys.
That's not happening, Tone. Nope, that's not happening at all. The days of overpaying guys. You got to remember now. The CBA just came out.
You get $100 million.
Right?
That's overpaying.
He earned it.
The CBA just came out. These teams are not going to overpay for these guys. Like, not only are they not going to overpay for these guys like they used to, these teams, you're going to see your guys staying home more than you see them jumping teams. And the reason why you're going to see them, what's up, young fella? I'm trying to
big guys in Cancun waiting for Jimmy and Bam to get there.
They'll be there soon.
Hey, where's the internet?
3 more games, Bob. 3 more games.
But keep daring out of this, Ron.
All right, my bad.
One thing we'll give Aaron Gordon though is go ahead.
Go ahead, y'all. What you got?
I was saying one thing I will give Aaron Gordon is how he has Jimmy Butler in the box, and I can't wait till the conversation starts on how well Jimmy Butler did in the first couple rounds, and how every time Aaron Gordon is on Jimmy Butler is just.
Let's talk about that right now.
Shiloh, time out though. That was really, and I didn't emphasize that. That was really my main thing. Offensively, obviously, Jamal Murray is going to outperform Aaron Gordon any day of the week. I'm talking about on defense. Let's factor in how good of a job he's doing on defense.
Aaron Gordon, I knew really my thing. Well, so somebody had brought up how they didn't know Aaron Gordon could do this, and you said that if you watch him in Orlando, he's doing the same thing offensively. I won't lie, defensively, I didn't know he was this good. He's looking like a top 5 perimeter defender in the league this series. He has Jimmy Butler in a box, and it's
here's the one thing that you got to understand about defense. When you're a superior athlete, the other stuff doesn't really. The other stuff should just come simple. It's really not that difficult when you're an athlete because, again, I can teach you footwork, right? I can teach you to get on the line, up the line. At the end of the day, drop your ass, get your feet moving, get your hands busy. That's what defense is, right? I can teach you how to slip blocks. I can teach you how to slip blockouts. I can teach you how to block out. At the end of the day, stick your nose in there and go get the basketball. That's what rebounding is. So a guy like Aaron Gordon, who at 6'9", elite athlete, standing in front of Jimmy Butler. Now, I understand that there's an IQ aspect to being a defender, being a great defender. But I'm sure Absolutely effort. But I'm thinking about it from an IQ standpoint. Now, what do I have to do to slow Jimmy Butler down? Well, I'm bigger than him. I'm a better athlete than him. He's not going to out-tough me. I got a lot of guys that are going to help me. So how smart do I really have to be in this particular situation? It's different than going up against Joker, who has an array of moves, that offense is hopping, and I got to always be on my P's and Q's with him, as opposed to Jimmy Butler. He's not going to dig deep into a bag, and I gotta make sure that I'm here, and I don't have to do that with Jimmy Butler. So I'm not saying I'm not surprised, but Aaron Gordon should be a better defender. He should be showing this more than what he's showing right now, because he is a better defender than what he shows during the regular season.
I just think it's of course Aaron Gordon has done a phenomenal job defensively, but I feel like it's not enough said about the actual Jimmy Butler stopper, the kryptonite of Jimmy Butler, which is KCP. Last time we seen Jimmy Butler in the finals, I mean, wink wink, KCP was he was there. He was there doing kind of similar things, doing work. I'm just saying, when you have Aaron Gordon playing phenomenal defense and the Jimmy Butler stopper, it's going to be a hard time for Jimmy. Jimmy ain't ran into anything like that this whole time in the East. And he runs into that with the Nuggets, and he's had plenty of games in this 4-game series. He's had a couple games where it was like, man, you're not even Nightwing no more. Like I gave you the Nightwing title, you want me to look like Nightwing? Like I know game 1, what did he finish with, like 14 on 24 shots or something? I'm like, yo, this not even a Nightwing performance. This is, I don't know who this is. I don't know what this is. So Aaron Gordon, all praise to him. I'm not gonna say top 5 defender. That's kind of a
no. He's playing like it. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying
he's a
being hyperbolic.
Fair.
I'm being hyperbolic. He's not a top 5 defender. Everybody.
Where does he rank though? And by the way, this
I said he's playing like a perimeter defender. Right?
Yeah.
I said as a perimeter defender.
Yeah.
He's playing top 15.
Well, in general, what would you? Where would you guys say he ranks at?
As a defender, I gotta see the more consistency. I don't really want to just like how people doing with Jimmy Butler. I don't want to overhype one series or one playoff run. So I'll see him do it more consistently. But the way he's playing right now is definitely at least top 15.
He's a top 5 defender in this series for sure.
100%.
I agree.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yes, we could do that. But when you're talking about, around the league,
yeah, I need more time. I need to see him more consistently.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, we got a couple super chats. Let's go ahead and dive.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Big dog done in 30 minutes.
I almost forgot you was there.
Hold on. Wake up the dog. Wake up the big dog. What up, Ticket TV? What up, homeboy?
You slipping, man. What's up, Ron?
What up, homeboy?
Ron, you slapping on you sleep at the wheel, man. Man, look, man.
I like you sleep at the wheel, Ticket.
I ain't sleeping. This isn't all the cap. Understand what I'm saying? I got to bring some energy and some
shaking Ticket. What's up, Ticket? I'm waking Ticket up. What up, Ticket? You now? What's up, brother?
Up, man. I want to fall asleep listening to all this cap.
Let's hear it. What you got?
Y'all missed the whole point.
What point did we miss, Ticket?
The point is that Spo have ruined this series because of his ego and his pride. His unwillingness to play the one guy who helped him get the only win he has in this series is alarming, and that's Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson switches and changes the entire defense. You can huff and puff all you want. These is facts. If Duncan Robinson doesn't do what he does, they get swept. Series is over with. Duncan Robinson went in the game last game. He waited too late to put him in, and you see his effect on the game. Not just shooting the ball, but because he can shoot the ball so well, he gets himself wide open layups because guys are jumping at any pump fake this guy makes. Plus, other guys are overreacting. So when he passes the ball, other guys are wide open. The coach, for some reason, went away from a guy that he was in the NBA Finals with that balled out 2.5 years ago. I don't know what happened in between there and now, and I don't want to hear about, he don't play no D because all these other dudes getting cooked on defense. But what he brings offensively, not just from his being able to score, but from the attention, the gravity he draws, just him personally, he draws a type of gravity none of those other guys outside of the main dudes draw. And they don't use that to their advantage. Spo waits till late stretches to bring him in. He riding with Struss way too long. Struss has been horrible all but one game in the series. Horrible. And you keep riding with those guys. Gabe Vincent, horrible, foul trouble, stupid fouls. bad shots, not looking the same. These dudes are
horrible's an understatement, Ticket.
These guys are, but they are what we thought they were. This is why I said before the finals, if Jimmy wins this chip in the finals MVP, I would put him ahead of D-Wade as a Miami Heat, because I knew this coming in. I knew that Espo has some type of vendetta going on with Duncan Robinson. I don't know what it is. It's got to be personal, because when you're paying a dude $100 million and you haven't played him since you went to the NBA Finals, really, he started and balled out in that NBA Finals. Normally, I'm riding with the guys who I've seen get it done at that level before. Look what happened when he finally swallowed his pride and played Kevin Love more minutes. Kevin Love played better. First, he wasn't even trying to put Kevin Love in the game. You have to play K-Love more minutes in this final. I don't care how old he is. It's a championship. It's the final series, man. And also, you have to be willing to make those adjustments on the fly.
Mm.
One thing
last game, though, Duncan Robinson played most minutes of the series.
That's the one thing I give Mike Malone. When he saw Michael Porter Jr. didn't have it going, what did he do? I'm playing Bruce Brown more. I'm bringing in a dude that Mars says shouldn't play, who's been absolutely balling this entire series, Jeff Green. Jeff Green hit a huge last game. But Mr. Mars said he didn't say
Jeff Green shouldn't play.
Jeff Green hit that three. That three weared them off.
I said Thomas Bryant and Reggie Jackson shouldn't play.
I said no. When we talked about, I said
they shouldn't play more than Michael Porter Jr.
No. When we said, because me and Chilltown got into it with you, we said they should up his minutes, and you was like, why? You was like,
over Michael Porter Jr. I said no, and then afterwards you said just play him more, and I said I agree.
Look, I know you like to look right and look good all the time, and they chop the bits up in the sports and make you look good and all this other stuff going against me. But once again, me, Fluent, and Chilltown was telling you about this. We were saying, what is the problem?
I actually took it. That was me, you, and Chilltown.
No, that was Fluent too. Fluent was in here saying it too.
I'm literally asking, and then Fluent said, I'm not saying play him more than Michael Porter Jr. Just up his minutes. I said, I agree.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Don't forget about me, Ticket. Give me my credit.
Hold on,
I'm telling you what I said.
When I told you, man, and listen, we can put a lot of ticket tests on this boy, because Fluent was in here and Chilltown was here, and they heard me when we were saying that I said he need to play. You know what I'm saying? Old boy more. He was like, nah. I said he been shooting 75% from the field. What did he say? Oh, he's only taking 4 threes. Right, and I said, okay, you need to see a bigger sample size of that, because he's been playing well. He has been Jeff Green has been balling, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. When Miami was pushing that run, and he hit that corner three when Jokic got in the foul trouble, that was the killer. That was the dagger right there. And nobody's talking about that. But again, these are different mistakes. These are things that are showing you that Mike Malone has straight out coaches do, because Mike Malone was unwilling to go real deep and play guys more minutes until this series, all the way through the playoffs. Spo has been trying to stick with what he's been doing, and it's not working in this series, bro. You have to be willing to make that adjustment, man.
So, Ticket, so one of your problems is that you said that he's not playing Duncan Robinson more, or
Duncan Robinson should be starting, period. You can,
because he played more minutes than Max than back.
Because his minutes. See, this is why you're a young dog, and I'm big homie. Max Struss was
Struess.
I don't understand what it is. Struess, whatever the hell it is.
There you
go. That dude is causing you to get in the hole. He's getting killed defensively.
That's why Duncan Robinson played more minutes than him.
Hold on, man. I finished my sentence, dog. I'm a big dog. You earning your stripes. That dude was getting killed. He's the reason Michael Porter Jr. got back in the series, because he kept getting backdoored and dunked on every single time by Michael Porter Jr.
And that's why Duncan Robinson played more minutes.
You're not hearing me. Hey, listen. Once again.
So please explain it, because you're just talking in circles. Please. I asked you, what's the issue? What's the issue? I asked you a question.
Before you talk to me, young fella.
Oh, that sounds good. I asked you a question.
You don't just come up and controlling stuff.
I asked you. I said, so what's the issue?
I can do that with Fluent.
First of all,
that's why I asked you, what's the issue?
I can do it with Bob.
And that's why I asked you, what's the issue?
We never heard of you, bro.
You see, when you can't. One second, sir. When you can't say a complete sentence, you just go to throwing shots. That's how I know that you lost. I asked a simple question. Look, I asked you a simple question, then you go to throwing shots. Ticket. This is a conversation, okay?
Listen, I ain't have no
conversation. You know how to answer a question?
I'm not talking to you.
Why? Because you can't answer it. Because
I'm not talking. You don't have to answer nothing.
You're talking narrative. You're saying a whole lot of nothing. You're saying a whole lot of nothing, Ticket.
So
you're saying a whole lot of nothing for
so
10
hold on.
minutes.
My whole
talking in circles, Ticket.
My whole point is this, Chill Town. Since I wasn't talking to this dude just want to talk to me. He act like he upset.
No, I asked you a question. You can't answer. It's a simple question. I said, what's it? Because you can't. Because you can't answer. Because you can't. Just say it. Just say it. Because you can't. Because you can't.
So like I was saying to you, Chill Town, my whole point was this, dog. My whole point was we were saying to Mars that they should play. Mike Malone has been more willing. When he saw Porter Jr. wasn't getting it done, what did he do? He yanked the minutes down. The problem being with the Heat is that they're getting off to these bad starts to where you're getting down 15, 16, 17 points because you're playing Max Strus in important minutes. So by the time you bring Tyler Herro in, the game is so far apart.
Tyler Herro's injured.
14,
Tyler Herro's injured.
I mean, not Tyler Herro, excuse me, Duncan Robinson. You down 14, 15 points. Then what happens? Now it's a hole you're trying to get out of, and you've made yourself in such a big hole you can't get out of it. So my whole thing is that he should, if he's such a great coach, he should make the adjustments. For one, stop playing Cody Zeller and play Kevin Love all those minutes in this series.
The same Cody Zeller that you said that you want to start.
I'm not talking to you, man.
The same Cody Zeller you said that you want to start.
Hey, my man,
right? That Cody Zeller?
Hey, go ahead and talk to you. Hey, Ron, y'all want this nigga to be the starter? I don't even know who this nigga is. Do he got one subscriber?
My name is Shiloh. Nice to meet you.
I don't give a damn who your name. It doesn't matter what your name is. Like
Cody Zeller played 4 minutes, man. I don't know how many minutes you expecting. Like,
hold on, what you say, Damo?
I said Cody Zeller last game played 4 minutes.
Yeah, and it was all 4 bad minutes. Kevin Love need to play all those minutes he playing, bro.
So I want to be clear because I want to make sure I understand what you're saying. So you're saying Duncan Robinson, you want Duncan Robinson starting so that the Heat can get off to a better offensive start. So it's not so much the minutes that he's playing as much as you want him starting so that they don't fall deep in a hole. So kind of come out early and try to set the tone, set the pace.
Defense, yes. He changes the way that Denver has to play. Because look, watch how Denver plays defense tonight against Struss versus against Duncan Robinson. And when Duncan Robinson comes off a screen, because remember, Struss doesn't shoot threes like Duncan shoots them. Struss more so is set when he's shooting his shots. Duncan Robinson's coming off of down screens. He's coming off curls, all kind of stuff. Their entire defense overreacts to Duncan Robinson, which gets other guys open, is what I'm saying.
And that's why he played in more minutes than Strus.
Man, this nigga right here.
Like, what are you saying? You're talking in circles, Ticket.
Hold on. Wait. Shiloh, this is the thing. This is why basketball reference.
It's not about the minutes. It's about he wants him in. He wants him starting.
He wants to start. So
that's the
starting
idea.
is going to change the whole series.
Not change the whole series. You're missing that. You're missing.
He's saying Duncan Robinson is playing inconsequential minutes. He needs to play meaningful minutes.
Shallow when Duncan Robinson, right? You are watching the same game.
Remember when I said Miami needs to start the game off with a faster tempo to get out and get some easy buckets, and then try to slow it down and play their game? It's just he's using specifically Duncan Robinson. I was saying from an entire
first of all, Shallow, you sound like you know basketball. So if you know basketball, you know that Duncan Robinson comes off the bench and he gives them a spark. So we'll start there. When Max Strus doesn't have it going, we got to go to this dude quicker. Even if we don't start him, we got to go to him quicker. Now you're telling me that this guy, in terms of Duncan Robinson, played more minutes than Max Strus. Those minutes were inconsequential. It doesn't make a difference because at that point we was already in the hole. And they had already had the momentum. So if you see this guy in Max Strus not getting it going, if you see him early, the hook should be short. And if the hook is short, Duncan Robinson is already ready to go. Now remember, Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra, he comes from the Pat Riley tree. And the Pat Riley tree is stick with who got you here. That's the tree that he comes from. Stick with who got you here and roll no matter what happens. Why you think John Starks still in the starting lineup after he went 2 for 16 in game 6 of the NBA Finals? Because he's sticking with who got them here. Now, Max Strus, on the other hand, who goes 0 for 10 2 of the last 4 games, I'm going to roll with him because in the playoffs, he's had some good games and he's played the majority of the season. Meanwhile, Duncan Robinson, who can shoot the basketball, gives us a legit spark off the bench. That's where we are with that. However, when he doesn't have it going, we got to get the hook quicker. And we got to get the hook quicker because it doesn't make a difference if this dude is on the floor for 25, 30 minutes if we already 15, 20 in the hole.
And I understand
didn't everybody praise? Hold on one second. Didn't everybody praise Spo when he went when Strauss goes 0 for 10 in game 1 and he goes back to him and he goes 4 for 5 in the first quarter of everybody praised him. Well,
I did sticking with his guys,
but he
just kept doing that and it didn't work. But
outside of that, he hadn't done anything the rest of the whole series. Duncan
no,
Robinson.
I understand, but I'm saying like we all praised him when he did not. A lot of people praised him.
I'm saying, but Tone, you as a coach, you know this too, and this is me
talking.
I
get it. I know what you're saying.
You look at Mike Malone. He part of the reason why he's here is because of old boy, the tall boy, Michael Porter Jr. But look what happened when Michael Porter Jr. playing well. He yanked him.
But he did. You know what though? He didn't do it as fast as we wanted him to. We were all complaining and saying it.
The last couple games he had. The last couple games he got him out of there quick. When he started out tricking up the game early, he got him out of there quick. Came in with Bruce Brown. Came in with Jeff Green. And then like I said, you seen him starting to up those other guys' minutes more and pull back Michael Porter Jr.'s minutes. Now Michael Porter Jr. started to play well when he came back in the game. Last game he started to play well, but that was all on Max Strus. He was going back dunking on Max Strus' head. So my whole point is this, bro. In these finals, bro, you have to get off to a great start. The only game Miami won is because they got out to a great start. If you're getting off to these slow starts where Gabe Vincent can't score, you're getting off to these slow starts where Max Strus can't score. And then everybody's saying, well, why ain't Jimmy being Jimmy? Bro, he needs those other guys to be able to hit shots and score too. I'm watching Max Strus shoot the ball. He's barely hitting the rim when he shoots threes. So what are we talking about, bro? Yank him out the game. First 4 minutes of the game, he out of there. I'm not waiting till the last 4 minutes of the first half or 5 minutes to put Duncan Robinson in the game. And then try to play him the last 12 minutes of the game down the stretch when you need him to come be captain, save a hole. It's not going to work like that. Put him in the game early, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, dog.
Quick question. So can you just admit that you can pick and choose when it's actually like good to cut a guy's minutes and bench him and play a guy more versus another time?
To D'Angelo Russell.
Yes, we're going back to D'Angelo Russell because I like you to be consistent.
I agree with you. Hold on, Dom. I agree with what you're saying to an extent, and here's why. Right? No, watch what I'm saying. Okay, so I said to you, let's go back to the Lakers series when we look at the situation with D'Lo. Right? D'Lo has been a dude that has started his entire career every single game. D'Lo is not a dude that's mentally tough. Duncan Robinson has shown you that he's mentally tough because he went from being a starting guard on a team that went to the NBA Finals where he was a main guy on that team. Remember, he was putting up numbers in the finals to where he got $100 million contract and then he just got benched for a dude, Max Strus, that wasn't even drafted.
Hold on. Right? Oh, he didn't just get benched. He played doo-doo, and they put him on the bench because he was
Fluent.
No, don't miss that part, though. He didn't just get benched because they didn't like him. He got benched because he stunk.
But let me say this to you, though. How many guys, it's been a lot of dudes, for example, that have big contracts that play like trash, but they were able to play through that and get back to a point to where, to me, I thought Spo did it wrong because you did go to the finals with this guy. He did play well. So if he goes through a slump, it's you as a coach to help get him out of that slump. And when I watch the Miami Heat, they don't really run sets for him like they should. They don't listen. That's why I said to you, like the other week, I said, bro, if he played for Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors, bro, Duncan Robinson would be a whole different player.
Tone, why your face like that, Tone? It is just
you would completely think about
when
him
he's in a slump. When Duncan Robinson is in a slump, you got to help him, let him play through it. And then the other guy goes in the slump, and you got to pull him quick.
No, but he wasn't getting shots. Hold on. But peep this. Go back and look at the attempts he was getting when he was going through the slump. He wasn't getting shots like he was a $100 million dude. He wasn't getting those attempts. I'm saying to you, when you're a shooter and you're going through a slump and you getting a shot every here and there, that's not going to work. Look at how Miami plays. The one thing I hate about Miami is they don't go back to what's working. If you killing, they'll go away from it because they'll just try and play team ball and swing it around this, that, and the third. If this is Pop and you killing, I'm coming to you 10 straight times. If this is Steve Kerr and this player's working and you coming off these 2 or 3 screens and all stuff, I'm coming back to you every single time until the clip is empty. Or if you're off, I'm going to keep coming to you to try to get you out of that slump. I'm telling you, Spo has done a disservice, bro, because what he has done is he has killed the confidence of this brother. So now you can't and he's shown you he won the only game you got. The only game you won in the series, he's won you. So for me, for this series, I have a conversation with Max Strus, and I say, look, Strus, we got to get on to a better start in these games, bro. I need to give a defense a different look. I'm going to go back with Duncan Robinson now, and we're going to see how this works. That's what I would do. The same way he made a decision to go back to Kevin Love in the starting lineup. He did that, and we told him to do that after that first game. Everybody was in here saying, bro, he got to play Kevin Love. He got to do it, bro. Listen, you in a situation, you got to throw everything at the wall now, bro. It's all on the line, bro. And if he does this stuff again tonight, where I guarantee you this, Fluent, they win the game tonight, we can put him out of money on it. It's going to Duncan Robinson name going to be all over. Any amount of money you want to put, they win this game tonight. And
he saviors Duncan
Robinson. Hold up, right quick, fellas, right quick. Just want to make another announcement that at the top of the hour, I will be bringing somebody from the crowd, from the chat, up here on the show to make picks on our Underdog Fantasy app with our promo code The Panel. You'll see it at the top of the chat. It's in the link right there, right at the top of the chat. Go click that if you haven't. Use promo code The Panel. Hold up right quick, Ticket. We're gonna get to it. Go click on that, and I'm gonna bring somebody up here. Send me a screenshot to my Instagram, laron.com, and I will bring one of you guys up here. And at the second hour of the show, I'll bring somebody else up here too, and you'll win $200. All right, Ticket. What question was you asking me?
In the comment section, acting like I'm speaking some foreign language. What's the only reason why they won one game in this series?
The chat just might not be fluent in Ticket. I don't know.
Hold on. Let's just be realistic. Hold on. Let's just be realistic here. Think about this.
That was nice, Fluent. That was nice.
What is the only reason why they won?
W wordplay. I like that.
What's the only reason why they won game 2?
Because they backcourt scored more than 12 points in 2
because Max Strus early.
Because even Robinson is the savior. Even with all that you said, they were still down 10, dead in the water before Duncan Robinson comes in the game and goes on that spree by himself. They were still out of the game late in the game, dead in the water. Duncan Robinson comes in the game, he goes bang, 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 10 points, game over. That's the type of energy you need. That's the type of energy, that's the type of floor spacing that you need. And that's another thing, bro. Y'all talking about, what's going on with Jimmy? Bro, they're able to throw all these bodies at Jimmy when he's driving and getting in the paint because they don't believe those other dudes right now. They don't believe Gabe Vincent right now. They don't believe Max Strus right now. They ain't worried about Max Strus like they worried about Duncan Robinson. These is facts. Now, like I said, I think Miami gonna win tonight. So if they win tonight, it will be by Duncan Robinson's hand.
So Duncan Robinson not being on the court is why Jimmy's defense hasn't looked as good as it usually has?
No, I'm not saying that. I think
I'm asking because that's another reason why they're losing. Because Jimmy Butler's defense has not been looking right.
If you want me to be honest with you, and it's not me making an excuse, I'm just gonna tell you what I heard. I think Jimmy has an undisclosed injury that's affecting him that they're not talking about. No, I'm serious. No. I'm sorry. I don't make it.
No. I don't think it's undisclosed. I think we all know Jimmy's hurt.
I'm not saying that's an excuse for losing. I don't give him no excuse for losing. I'm telling Dom the truth. I'm telling Dom I think there's something really wrong with Jimmy's foot. I think he may have some type of stress. Bro, y'all niggas think I'm
not saying you're lying.
He might have LeBron James plantar fasciitis. You might be right.
No, but Tone, I say that because if you really look at Jimmy, he ain't moving right. I'm watching him. Like
I said there's something, but we're not making we don't make excuses.
Making no excuses. But hey, bro, I'm not lying to y'all. He's not moving right. I'm looking at the.
And I also think we also gotta get to the bottom of the difference between a reason and an excuse. Excuses are repetitive. That's why people roll their eyes at excuses. Reasons are facts. Like this is why this is going on, and this is a fact. A reason is something that you hear a bunch of different times. It's the same thing. You just rewording it different. You're going,
the difference between reason and excuse, the reason between reason and excuse is perspective. Because I can give you the reasons that something happens, and if you don't like it, you'll call it an excuse. That's the real difference between reason and excuse. It's perspective. Because why someone loses a game, I can tell you here are the reasons they lost. Oh, it's an excuse. No, they're the reasons. It doesn't excuse them from losing, but there are reasons, right?
So can I say cancel LeBron lost last year because he was injured because his foot injured?
Look, boy.
I'm not a boy. All right, first of all, I'm not a boy.
This season right here,
let's get that straight.
Is Jimmy using it as an excuse? Is
No,
Jimmy
this
out
season.
there
Last series. Last
Jimmy
season.
using that as an excuse?
Against
Yeah,
Denver.
yeah.
Against
Yeah.
Denver.
The same dude
LeBron's
that was
foot
using-
injury?
the same dude that had the whole media using it as an excuse. Nobody's using the media as an excuse for Jimmy. Not
So
even
will
me. I'm telling you. And listen, if that was the case, they would be saying, "Hey, man, the word out of Miami is Jimmy's foot ain't right. This is why he can't move right. This is why he's not doing what he's supposed to do." They're not saying anything about those injuries. Normally, Miami holds those things close to the vest. In fact, I'm gonna tell you somebody else. Look at Julius Randle. We didn't even know he needed surgery. He just had surgery after the season. We knew he got injured. He didn't use it as an excuse. We saw he got hurt, but nobody knew he needed surgery till out. Boom, he had surgery. So
whether it's Jimmy Butler or LeBron, Shiloh, if they didn't play as well as they should have, the reason could be because they were injured or hurting or whatever.
No,
that's fine.
I
That's
understand
the reason they didn't play as well as. But no, that doesn't excuse them from playing poorly or losing the series, right?
I
So
get that.
you gotta make that distinction. Yeah.
It's just funny. The person who's saying it for Jimmy is that's the only thing that's funny.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this to you one more time. All right. Once again, I don't have no excuse for the dude. I think they're getting their ass kicked.
You're just contradicting yourself a lot. That's all it is.
Answering a question to Fluent.
Very contradictory.
Fluent asked what was going on with Jimmy, and I said, if you're watching Jimmy when he's moving, he's not moving the same as he was moving early in the playoffs, bro. And listen, this is the facts that I learned about Jimmy, and Chilltown just said this. Dude always get hurt, and that's the part I don't like about him, bro. He always.
I don't get that part. I was just asking about LeBron. That's it. I was asking the same excuse we use for LeBron.
Huh? I didn't make the time out. First of all, the only reason why we talked about LeBron is because they use it as an excuse after they got swept.
No, that's what I asked you. No, that's what I asked. That's what I asked you. I asked you a question, Ticket.
Hold on, Shallow. Because it's shallow over there. It ain't shallow. It's shallow. So let me say this to you, right? So let me say this. I
deleted that sound. Sorry.
Here's the difference between LeBron James and Jimmy Butler, bro. With LeBron James, they came out and ran that as an excuse of his injury of them getting.
Also, because he announced it.
Hold on, sir. Me personally, I didn't come in here and say they lost because Jimmy got hurt. I said they lost because Spo ain't played Duncan Robinson, nigga. So don't put words in my mouth, nigga.
I didn't ask you a question.
I think what he's saying is it's one thing to be hurt. It's one thing to be hurt. It's another thing to come with your arm wrapped that it was broken into the press conference.
Come on, bro, and put it on the table and say, "Yeah, I broke my arm in game 2." Get out of here, bro.
Wait, so were the Celtics making excuses last series against the Heat?
Yes.
No. I'm asking Ticket, Fluent. No, I'm asking Ticket.
Yes,
Ticket with the Boston Celtics.
I didn't see. Hold on.
I'm saving Ticket, Fluent.
I didn't see the organization, but I seen Jason Tatum do it. Jason Tatum went there after the game. Jason Tatum went after the game saying, "Yo, my foot it affected me how I was moving in the game and all this other stuff." He did say that. He said
but you didn't see when word came out.
So is that an excuse or a
Rod
reason?
Williams? Hold on. But you didn't see when they came out with the report of Rod Williams having food poisoning, stomach flu, whatever it was stolen up all over the place for Game 7. You didn't see that report that came out because Rob didn't go on the he didn't go on the podium and say that. That came out the camp. So again, were the Celtics making excuses?
Damo. I'm not. Nobody. Listen, what I'm saying. Nobody's saying anything about Jimmy though out of Miami. Nobody's saying he's hurt. Nobody's using any of that. These are stories you heard coming out of the Celtics camp. You're not hearing anything. I just told Fluent, I think that Jimmy is hurt because of how I see him moving. I didn't say that's the reason why they're losing.
And he ain't saying that that's the reason why they're losing. He's just saying he thinks that's what's going on.
They got a blockhead ass coach who want to play a dude with 3 patches in his head and want to play another dude and want to play another dude that should have been taking Zion's place right now with them chicks doing movies and stuff like that named Struss. That dude. Yeah,
I just find it funny when one of Ticket's favorite players is doing bad because the injury is when somebody else is.
You damn well know LeBron. You know damn well know LeBron loves a dude whose head looks like he's a lollipop dropped in a carpet. So stop picking on a man's hair.
He did say that, Ron. Hey, Damo, stop, Damo. Hey, Damo, chill out, yo. We wild right now. We super wild right now.
Who are y'all talking about?
We super wild right now. We ain't wild right now.
Hey, I'm lost right there.
I am too.
Ron Face killed me. Ron Face killed me, right?
I'm trying to be focused over here. We're trying to work, man. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Shiloh, what were you saying though?
No, I'm just saying. No, like I just find it funny when it's a player he likes. It's the injury thing. And
I didn't use an excuse. I said
not saying it. I didn't say excuse. I didn't say the word excuse. So relax. Listen, Tiki. Let's listen.
Oh, Trae Young.
I said I just find it funny.
Nah, that's heat.
I just find it funny when it's a player he likes is everything else, but when it's a player he doesn't like, it's no excuses.
Hold on, me and Chilltown were the only ones that was criticizing Jimmy on YouTube. We was the only ones criticizing Jimmy in the media. What are you talking about? You
didn't answer my question. I said, so last series with LeBron, I'm gonna go back to that.
Bro, hold on. I'm gonna answer your question one last time.
Oh my! I didn't even answer the question yet.
Hold on. The reason why
I didn't ask the question yet.
Hello, this is not LeBron's choice.
I'm done.
No. You ain't gonna answer me no question.
Talking in circles.
You keep harassing me, and I'm gonna cook your ass.
I'm harassing you. Okay,
said something about LeBron James.
He about to get a restraining order on you, Shiloh.
LeBron James got swept. And the narrative, instead of him getting swept, is that he hurt his foot, he needed surgery, and that's the reason why he couldn't move the same.
Oh, but so since Jimmy's not saying it,
I thought the narrative was he's going to retire.
That's not the narrative with Jimmy Butler.
He's not saying it. That's what it is. Okay.
Hold on. The narrative with Jimmy Butler is that he's not getting the job done. He getting his ass.
So narrative talk.
Hold on. He got a blockhead ass coach. He got a blockhead ass coach that won't play Duncan Robinson. That's why I said it.
So we do narrative talk. Okay, so since Jimmy didn't say it, it's good for him. But since LeBron said it, it's bad for him.
No, it's good for him. No, hold on. When did I ever say it's good?
No, since Jimmy didn't say it, he gets a pass. No. Since Jimmy,
I want to answer that question. When did I say
since Jimmy didn't say he was injured, he gets a pass. But since LeBron said it,
hold on. Okay, so
it's no pass for him.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm just asking. No.
No, I'm asking you a question.
Rhetorical question.
Hold on, I'm asking you a question, Fish Bass.
You got it.
Who said Jimmy gets a pass?
You got it. You answered none of my questions. You answered none of my questions, so I'm done. Like I said.
Fluent. Did anybody say Jimmy gets a pass on this channel?
No.
Thank you. Nobody said that. Clown. Now who said not only about Jimmy getting a pass and go ahead and drink that piss water you're drinking? Now not only did they say nobody said Jimmy got a pass. You understand what I'm saying? I said
no, just you.
Lost. I said the reason why they lost.
Damo brought up him being bad on defense, and the first thing you said is he's playing on a bad ankle or bad foot, whatever you said.
All right, y'all. We gotta move forward. We gotta move forward.
Contradictory.
Try to talk to me. So, like, I know he want to talk to me because he want to get fame, he want to get fortune, he want to be a big dog. Listen, bro, I'm not gonna talk to you no more, dog. You a little pup. You ain't put in no work.
Because you can't have an intelligent conversation. That's why you don't want to. Don't bring up outside stuff. You don't want to talk to me because you can't have a conversation.
All right, so all right. We moving forward. Jay, y'all going back and forth. It's over now. All right. Hello, Mars.
Niggas be trying to earn their stripes off me. What's wrong with this dude, man?
Indoor Voices with the super chat said best player podcast. JJ, Paul George, All the Smoke, KG, Gil, Knuckleheads. A lot of them have really good conversations, entertaining stuff.
Paul George is the only one who's had Jalen Green.
Put that back up. Put that back up again. I want to make sure that I read that. The best player podcast. This one right here. How about that? Forget Paul George. Forget KG.
This is the one they all watch.
This one right here.
Paul George had Jalen Green on his podcast.
Good answer.
I mean, KG's
Paul George had Jalen Green, so he's kind of
that's the formula to my brother in the comment section. If you want to get some fame, come at Ticket.
You mean the same KG and Paul Pierce who didn't know they was on live TV and
that was hilarious.
That was just Paulie.
That was
KG's innocent. KG's innocent.
And that's why Paul Pierce is not on ESPN no more.
Hey, listen to me, Big Ox. Big Ox, if I rob the bank and jump in the car and you start driving, you not innocent. Hey, involved.
Well, no, I'm the getaway driver at that point. That's different. but I would. But you know, Paul Pierce, he was he was a little out of there.
Bob, you got to learn this, man. It's called guilty by association. You got to be careful with that.
No, I understand that completely. All I'm saying is I got to solve.
And then he was ignoring it.
He kept saying we working.
You're live.
No, we working right now.
Yo, hey, I I got a soft spot for degenerates, you know. So and that was that was a wild show. That remind me of me and my brothers. So you know, I know how that is sometimes.
Come back, chill.
Let me. I would say
Chill's reaction when you said you got a soft spot for degenerates.
Yeah. He's frozen perfectly.
To answer that question for the super chat, for me personally, it would be player choice one. Wait, what you said? Player choice is definitely one. But I do like the JJ Redick's podcast and Paul George's podcast. I watch that on a regular basis.
I like JJ Redick. I like JJ Redick on his podcast significantly more than I like him on First Take or the other show.
I don't watch him on first.
He has different takes. He was
I don't
literally
have to at all.
Hey, Fluent.
Well, that's because he has to on TV.
I gotta ask y'all a question. Why is everybody in the chat room saying Tick is a bully? How am I a bully? And I wasn't even talking to this nigga.
You are a bully. You are a bully.
No. We're not gonna do that.
I ain't feel bullied.
No,
you are.
I'm not.
It's true. As your friend, I'm telling you the truth.
Fluent. I'll beat your ass too. No.
No. There you go. No. Here, let me explain. Wait, let me explain. The reason why people view you as a bully, let me say it better than that. View you as a bully is when you get into like your monologue, you want to finish, and people are trying to cut you off to say, hold on, because that point that you made, I want to rebut that, but you have 3 more points to make, and you don't let them interrupt to say, hold on, let me talk about that one point, and you overtalk people and yell so that you can get your point across. By definition, that looks like a bully.
No, I would say personally, just outside looking in, if someone new is trying to conversate basketball with you and your first response is, who are you? You don't have no subs. You don't have subs and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of people view that.
Hold on. So Damo, you guys got 100,000 over there and keep it a buck. If somebody at the Blue come up there on your show trying to talk and you don't know them, you gonna ask them, who is you? Period. You got hold on, Damo, hold on, because it's respect. It's respect on this thing. For example, I know what Chilltown and Fluent have been putting in work. They've been putting in work for a while. I know that. They've established their thing. Mars been on here cooking, putting in work for a long time now on PC. These is facts. Ron been in here putting in work for a long time, doing his thing, moderating, being a debater, all of this stuff. Bob, he's come on here. He is a master debater. He's been putting in work. Like I said, you can't come in here with no resume, no stripes, running your mouth. It's just like if you get on a real basketball court.
So basically, what I'm hearing is I could be spewing BS. I'm not holding on with you. I could be spewing BS and saying anything, but since I have following, you see that's the problem with people like you. So I could be spewing BS, but I have a following. It makes it correct, but I'm speaking facts, and I don't have no following. Oh, it's wrong now in your eyes. You sound dumb. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. No matter what I say, I don't have a following.
I don't know who you are.
Listen, take it. But you got cooked. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Real quick. To answer the super chat, I'm going no chill Gil all the way. I love Gilbert Arenas.
I can't watch his podcast too much.
It's hilarious to me.
He said no. He is funny, but he says a lot of things where it sounds like very smart, but then you break it down, it kind of doesn't make sense. But he is funny.
Say something
he's a goofball.
No, he doesn't. No, so I'm saying he doesn't.
Hey Ron, y'all said he doesn't come on the show and talk. I can look at his shirt and see. I can look at his shirt and see piss stains.
But take it. Stuff like that is why people would say you a bully.
I don't care. Listen,
that's funny to me. Listen, that's a good one.
Yes, you did. But take it. You did.
No, I didn't. Hold on.
Take it. Hold on. Hear me out. If he's trying to debate basketball with you, if he's trying to counter your point
I wasn't
on basketball, but you're talking to us. This is
I was talking to
Ron. Hold on. Ron, I have a suggestion. Why don't we talk basketball and those guys can go have their therapy session another time?
No, don't lump me into him. I want to talk basketball too.
Let's go.
I'm just saying, if he's
I'm sure we have a super chat. I'm sure there's a topic. I'm sure there's something. Look, you got poor Mars sleeping in the background.
We can move on.
I'm here to talk basketball.
Double.
You gotta wait to the left.
Double P said this super chat.
Bros. There's a lot of going on.
See, y'all done ran ticket off. You see, That's why I wanted them to get through their therapy session. So so nobody felt like they had to,
Listen,
go their separate ways.
I minored in psychology, and I'm telling you, I ain't getting paid enough to do therapy right now. Let's go.
It wasn't true. It was them. They was working it out.
Now look, now Salah, look who's the real bully.
I know. I'm sorry, Ticket. It's all jokes. Ticket, come back. It's all jokes, man. It's all jokes.
See, man, that's messed
up. Thanks. I thought you were saying I was the bully. Shout out to Mars using the OG smooth Gillette razor. What up, Mars?
Fresh cut.
Mars was playing possum, fake sleep, so they'll leave. I see that.
All right, so what do you know? Out goes Ticket, and in comes a guest. That is our lucky winner.
What's good, y'all?
$200 giveaway. What's up with your boy?
Spinning over there, jeez.
Appreciate it. What's up with it, y'all?
What's going on?
How's it going?
What's your name? Introduce yourself. Let us know who you are. Where you
Country
from?
Boy 713. I'm from the H-Town. 713. You know what I'm saying? Houston Rockets stand up. Shout out to Mars. You know, you ain't no real Houston Rockets fan, but I see you, man.
Go ahead, y'all have your Rockets moment.
Mars, we on the up, man. We finna get Kyrie Irving. We up, man. We up.
I told you, playoff push next year. Playoff push next year, and then everyone's gonna start jumping on the train.
Hot take. Rockets gonna be a top 5 seed in the West, man.
I hope we get to our first round.
You guys are gonna be in the play-in next year. That.
Yeah, you don't want that. I don't think Sacramento want that, my boy.
Yo, my guy though, your mic is a little crunchy right now, so it's not the best. So I'm gonna get you in and out. Appreciate you for coming up.
Hold on.
The winner.
Very important though. Very important before you let him go.
He's not going just yet.
You said you're in Houston?
Yes, sir. Is that better?
Are you?
Oh yeah. I just fixed it for you.
Are you a voting age?
Yes, 26, man.
All right, you make sure you vote for Cameron Campbell. That's my boy down there running for your state representative. Make sure you vote for him. He went to the University of Houston, football legend down there. You make sure you vote for him. All right, now you can go, Ron.
Cameron Campbell.
Shout out, Coach Cam.
That's got to be some type of tampering.
No, that's campaign.
That's a political campaign. That's all good.
I emceed his campaign videos, so you know. Anyways, go ahead.
All right, my man. So you got 200 in your account. Appreciate you for following the rules. Appreciate you for downloading the Underdog Fantasy app and using the promo code The Panel. But now we need you to take your talents and get us some money today. All right. As you know, this is the Underdog Fantasy app. You can download it with that link right at the top of the chat. But I need you to make some picks for us, my man. What direction do you want to go? Who do you want to pick? Hey, it's on you. I got 100 for whatever you want to do.
So I like Jimmy over 6.5 rebounds in his last 7 elimination games. He's always had more than 7 rebounds.
Okay, hold on just a second. Yep, we got it. Jimmy higher than 6.5 rebounds. Got it. What you got next for us?
Max Struss under 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists, because that man out there being a terrorist, bro.
Shout out Damo.
I'm talking about
yes,
he's
Kendrick.
selling. Straight selling. Max Struss ain't talking about nothing. And I also like Nikola Jokic.
Nikola Jokic, what we doing? What we
over
talking?
29.5 points.
Higher than 29.5 points. You got it. Hey, my man, it's higher or lower?
Higher.
Got you. Okay, what next? Or do you want to end it right there?
That's all I really like today, honestly. Like,
okay.
I don't know what these role players gonna do. I do expect Bruce Brown to have a good game tonight. They trying the Nuggets gonna close it out, and we gonna have to say Jokic your top 10 center of all time, man.
It's coming. What about as a player all time? Where would you put him?
So in terms of all-time big man, Jokic offensively is definitely a top 10 big man, but I can't put him in the top 10 just off of the fact that he's a liability on defense. Well, he can be a liability on defense. Let me put it like that.
Okay, no doubt. Well, yo, appreciate you coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to my people over there. I'm gonna get that 200 put in your account before this game, so you could definitely use it on this game.
Hey, salute y'all boys. Big fan of the show. I watch every day. Hey, well, y'all doing big things at Players Choice, man. Keep going.
For sure. Appreciate that. Hey, before you leave, one more quick question.
Yo.
Is Ticket a bully?
Nah, by no
You
means.
can plead the
Ticket
fifth if you want to.
Nah, Ticket ain't a bully. To be honest, like I was on Ticket channel before I was even a subscriber to Players Choice. And Ticket's not a bully. It's just the way that he manages to get his shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't know how to deal with that in all types of ways. So it's a way that you go about dealing with everything. And when somebody come at you, you gotta kind of grab a bull by the horns. That's what we say down here in Texas. Grab the bull by the horns, and you don't let nobody talk to you crazy. You feel me? Kill them with words.
Yeah.
You know?
No doubt. Well, hey, yo, country boy, appreciate you for tapping in. I'm gonna keep a lookout for you in the comments, and bro, you keep doing your thing down there.
Yes, Lord.
All right, country boy, Kings and 6.
All right, Euro, my friend. Yeah, we're gonna throw 100 on that. As you can see, 100 gets us a $600 payout. I think my man has some solid picks, so I'm looking forward to cashing this check at the end of tonight. Appreciate you for sending that through. You guys remember. I need everybody to remember. I need you to look at me when I'm telling you this. We are doing one more giveaway for $200 in an hour. You have a chance to apply for it by taking a picture of your Underdog Fantasy user account and sending it to my Instagram account, laron.com. All right? Do that, and we'll get you that money. And we'll bring you up on the show so you can make some picks yourself. All right, let's go ahead and jump into these super chats right now. Chill, you good?
Yes, I'm hot.
Okay, it was some things that happened when you left. As you can see, it's a change of scenery in here.
What happened to Ticket? Where you go?
Long story.
Shiloh gave him the boot.
No, I did not. I didn't do nothing.
All right, here we go, y'all. Super chat from Double P. Well, that was directed towards Ticket, so I'll save it for him just in case he comes in. Chill, I did want to show you this because I'm telling you these narratives are starting. It's not a super chat.
See what I'm talking about? See, this is the goofy logic. Y'all starting it, but this is where, when you get to this part of the year, when you start to make these comparisons, and Joker I think they're gonna win an NBA championship. So Joker is gonna be in the conversation with the all-time greats. And I asked this question to the panel. I asked this question to you, dude. I don't think I asked you guys this. Of the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power, and the 5-man, which top 5 do you think is the toughest to break into?
Center.
For the top 5? Yeah, probably center. Yeah.
Probably center. Center or point guard, honestly.
Yeah,
even point guard, I feel like 4 or 5.
You're talking about a league that for 60 years. You're talking about a league that for 60 years focused on the center. That's going to be the hardest one.
Yeah,
right. So when we talk about guys like Joker being an all-time great center, right? We're talking about him being an all-time great center. We start talking about him like we talk about David Robinson and Moses Malone. When you're talking about that top 5, the stuff that he does in order to crack that, it has to be extraordinary. So Shaq winning the NBA championship 3 straight years in a row and being the finals MVP. Jabbar winning 6 NBA championships, winning 6 league MVPs, stuff like that. So when you're talking about a guy who has a stretch like what Joker is having, who's only been awesome for 4 years, as opposed to these other great centers, I think Joker been in the league since 2015. 2015 he been in the league, and he just got awesome in 2019. So 2019 to 2023. So about 4 or 5 years. When you start talking about these other 5 men, Bill Russell averaged almost 20 and 20 in the playoffs for 4 straight years. So when you're doing stuff that's extraordinary, then you could get into that conversation. But I think that this conversation with Joker being better than Jabbar and stuff like that, I think that stuff is more trolling than anything.
It's definitely very premature because when you look at those 5, no order, but when you look at Kareem, Wilt, Russell, Shaq, Olajuwon, dude, those 5 did a lot. I'm assuming that's everybody's top 5.
Yes.
Order. Those 5 did a whole lot of work to
can
break
you say that 5 one more time, please, Fluent?
In no order. Kareem, Wilt, Russell, Shaq, and Olajuwon.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah.
All
right, fellas.
Will be there soon enough, but we'll wait.
He will have to do so much. Jokic would have to do so much offensively, which he does, but for a long period of time, because with all of them were better. I'm trying to think, just make sure all of them were better than him defensively.
Mars, what puts him in that conversation? Like what? Not when you say he'll be there soon enough. What gets him there?
Like 6-7 years, probably. I think he can pass Wilt. That's probably as high as I'm gonna go. I think he can get past Wilt.
So just think of that. He's got to put into 6 or 7 more years at this level.
That's
Yeah,
not even 6-7 year projection though, Mars. On what you think they'll do over these 6-7 years. Same production. Does it increase? Does it slightly decrease every year?
If he plays at the level he's played at the last 2 years for the next 6 or 7 years, he might be over Wilt. But that's just to get to number 5, and I think that's where he can max out. I don't think he can get into the top 4. So
you have Wilt is your 5th.
If he goes to that, right? That's so we looking like you just said, Mars, 6-7 years. We're talking about a decade, 11 years where I'm awesome, right? So that's the standard when you're talking about these dudes. But this particular, I hear stuff like that's why when I hear stuff like he's better than Kareem right now. When this dude just got nice over the last 4 years, he has to sustain this for years to come before we can start talking about him like we talk about Olajuwon, like we talk about Jabbar, like we talk about Chamberlain, guys like that. I'm not jumping off the Joker train because, again, I think Joker is fantastic. I care about how long you did something, though. I know that you did something. I know you did something at a high level. How long did you do this? If you did it for 2 years, you did it for 3 years, ain't enough, yo. No.
Does he got bad weather over there? Yeah, I said you have bad weather over there. You keep freezing.
Nope.
It's actually unusual. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's actually 92 today and sunny.
Nice.
All right, fellas, moving along to our next super chat. We got Devi Pooh with the super chat. He said, "What would a series between the 2021 Bucks and the 2023 Nuggets look like?"
I think the Bucks match up really well with this Nuggets team. Actually, that Bucks team.
That's what I thought the finals was going to be this year, and I had the Bucks serving.
Those Bucks win this in those Bucks damn near win this in 5, if not a sweep.
That's where I'm at.
Hey, the Bucks don't match up good with them. They barely match up with the Bucks.
I think it's a good matchup.
They'll beat the hell out of this.
I think it's a good matchup for the Bucks.
I had them serving. I don't
know about you guys just don't care about the Mike Budenholzer attacks. That just means nothing.
In this particular situation, no. I know how you feel about Coach Bud. I do. I know how you feel about Coach Bud, Mars. I do. But in this particular situation, I think that the talent that Milwaukee had, barring injuries, if we just match up these teams, barring injuries, the talent that they have, I think it would make up, especially considering Mike Malone don't go deep into his bench. Bud goes deep into his bench with quality guys. He goes 9-10 deep with quality guys. I think that Mike Malone would have a difficult time dealing with them. And those mismatches, good luck trying to find those with that Milwaukee team. I think they served them.
I don't think it's.
I think it's.
Yeah, I think it's a long series, but I do have Bucks. I don't think it's a sweep or 5. I don't think it'll be easy for the Bucks at all.
What was the question?
Oh my God!
Bucks.
2021. 2021 with Milwaukee. Oh, you got it?
No, I got the Bucks. I take the Bucks in like 6 or 7. I'm with that.
Okay. Chad, I just ran a poll. You guys let me know who you guys would take. Moving along.
I was trying to respond to JJ. He asked me if I watch ST, and I don't know what ST is, so I can't answer the question. That's all.
Probably like Star Trek or something.
Star Trek is crazy.
Star Trek? I don't.
All About the Waves said Miami have won 12 games without Tyler Herro in the playoffs. Let's get the injury excuse out of here.
For real, I've been over that shit. I'm good. I'm good on the injuries.
Demon Corey Harris said tickets should replace Shannon on Undisputed.
Yes.
Let's just hope they don't bring Shannon.
I'd be happy if you do.
I can see
Ticket and Skip. Oh my goodness.
Well, here's the problem. They're both Jordan guys, so it won't be as good as I was about to say, but it would be fantastic on something they agree on. I could see Ticket punch and Skip in the face.
I was just about to say that.
And he
gonna put his hands on Skip.
I could definitely see him coming
if Skip sit across from Ticket and pull that, oh, you just don't like Jimmy, you just don't like XYZ because you ain't never performed like him. Oh yeah,
go down by a shirt and pin post.
I would love it. Skip would deserve it too. I love it.
He said stuff that I'm thinking to myself, yo, if I was sitting across from him, I'd punch him in his face.
I don't know how Shannon did it. I give him so much respect.
I personally think everybody reacted about the whole he's jealous of Tom Brady thing. I don't think that was that big of a deal. Like that was super sensitive if you ask me. That wasn't even that crazy.
That was super crazy. That was
not that crazy.
That was super crazy.
A man you don't know at all.
He's
that's number one. When we're talking about debating, the first rule of debating, why are you making this personal? Don't make this personal. This ain't got nothing to do with. They don't want nothing to do with me personally. So, and for him to get personal, Shannon could have got personal with him too. Because don't forget,
he did. He told Skip, he goes, weren't you the guy that averaged 1 point per game and whatever?
Right,
like
Jalen Rose right. And when I say get like he could have really took it further than that and really put Skip in his place, considering who Shannon is. But he didn't go there with him. And
all he had to say was, "I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm one of the best. I'm one of the best tight ends." Okay, so that's it. All he had to say, "I'm one of the best tight ends to ever walk this earth." What's the big deal?
Bob, Skip didn't have to say that. Like Skip did not have to say that at all.
That doesn't really. How could that really? How could your feelings be that hurt over something like that?
I see it as Tom Brady.
I'm just not sensitive. You know what I'm saying?
From my point of view, Skip is defending a man he's never met and he doesn't know, and he's willing to take down bring down somebody that he knows in order to bring up somebody that he doesn't know and defend so much.
I don't think he was really bringing. He wasn't really bringing it down. You know, you're not meant to be biased. You're not meant to be biased. I mean, he was just talking a little shit. You know, like.
But it's different. But Bob, it's one thing to be on something like the panel. It's one thing when we come on here and we go back and forth. It is known the jokes will come. We can make jokes whether you want to or not. That's a known thing here. People will make jokes on each other. You can take it here, you can take it there, you go left, you go right with it. On that channel, that is on national television, and that is not a normal thing to go personal jabs when you're having a debate about sports. That is not something normal there. So for Skip to come out of left field randomly and just make it super personal when they're talking about Tom Brady, when he was wrong.
But Damo, you're saying don't leave
that part out.
But how do we know he's wrong? How do we know he's wrong? He might be jealous of Tom Brady. Who knows?
And there's no reason for Shannon to be jealous of Tom Brady.
I'm not saying he is. But I'm not. Real quick. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying like it's no big deal. My thing is this. I'm a '90s baby though. You know what I'm saying? We grew up talking about each other's moms, so I don't really see no big deal when you saying I'm jealous of Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. I ain't mentioned your mom in a minute.
And here's the difference though.
I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Right. Here's the difference.
I'm gonna see somebody else tomorrow.
Here's the difference with that, Big Ox. You grew up talking about each other's moms. That means that you and me, we know each other. Yo, my man, we work together. You ain't got that right to be talking about me like that. You don't talk to me like that.
How many rings does Shannon have?
3.
Okay, 3. So if he said that's the most important thing is winning Super Bowls, and he meant it in the context of, well, he's got 7 and you got 3, so you're jealous of him. Maybe there's some context there that we don't know because you say we work together. We don't know their conversations off camera.
I'm saying is it far-fetched to say that Kobe was jealous of Jordan because he had 5 and Jordan had 6? Is that disrespectful?
No, because he also came out and said it, but yeah.
Maybe it's just the word jealousy. Maybe the word jealousy just cuts a little deep. I can understand that though. I could dig that, like where certain people are going to take that a certain way. I was just speaking like for me personally. I'm not saying everybody else should feel the way I feel. All I'm saying is I just didn't think it was that big a deal for people to be causing such an uproar. Like Twitter was going crazy, bringing race into it. Also there was the tweet about there was the tweet about with the old boy, the football player. I can't remember his name. DeMar Hamlin, and even that was taken out of context a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He like if you read it again, he wasn't necessarily saying what people tried to say he was saying. He wasn't saying he didn't care about what happened with that, you know?
I know I was kind of with you a second ago, but now to go to the other side, the world is a much more sensitive place now. So when we were doing mama jokes, it was different. We were
no social media,
and we weren't as sensitive about it. Now, like we used to, just think about it. We used to sit there and come together and be like, let's give each other our best mama jokes and see who could do it the best. Now, like, you can't do that anymore.
That's damn near a hate crime now.
You canceled, right? You can't do that stuff anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but Floyd, what's his name? Skip is 90 years old. You know what I'm saying?
But it's the other people. It's not Skip or Shannon. It's the other people around him.
Yeah.
Plus, it was Shannon's reaction. If Shannon didn't react like that, it definitely wouldn't have got that far. It was the fact that Shannon had the reaction he had, and you can see he was visibly upset about the remarks. So if you can see someone's visibly upset, you got the social justice warriors out there ready to defend them, no matter what. That's the big reason behind it, Bob. If Shannon didn't react like that, we wouldn't even be talking about it right now.
Y'all know Shannon Sharp was like the Gary Payton of the NFL as far as shit talking. Like y'all know for a fact, Shannon Sharp was one of the biggest talkers that ever existed. Y'all remember
I'll close the commercial. Yeah, Leah,
the commercial. What he say? Shannon Sharp, please. That man always talking trash. Y'all remember the commercial? Was that a Nike or a Gatorade commercial? That commercial was hilarious. But that was just because everybody knows Shannon was like the biggest mouth in the NBA. That's why NFL. That's why Shannon got, the position he has on TV now, because everybody knows Shannon got something to talk about. Like that's all I'm saying. I don't want to get too far into it. I just wanted to make that simple statement. I don't think that was that serious, though.
Bob, Dub said you're missing the point.
Well, that's because Dub grew up when he grew up. Dub's 14 years old. He doesn't understand. He grew up with Twitter, so he's sensitive.
We grew up before there was internet. We the true channel.
I'm a 90s baby, bro. I don't care about none of that, bro.
No doubt. Well,
hey, our introduction was from the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? We don't got no time for none of that, bro. You can say whatever you want. Like, it's not a big deal.
Cool. All right, well, we're gonna jump back into these super chats. My man Artem said, even though Denver probably gonna win the series, do you guys think they should move on from MPJ for $30 million a year? For a $30 million a year player, I just don't think he does enough. What could they get from him for him? Love the show. Appreciate you for tapping in, bro.
Who are you getting for $30 million?
A bundle of role players from a team that wants a guy they think that can be one or two on their team.
Who is giving up a bundle of role players for MPJ?
I mean, I've seen a team give up a bundle of role players and like 82 second round picks for Rudy Gobert, and I think
and everyone makes fun of them now and says they did too much. So,
but that's because it was Rudy Gobert. I mean, I'm just saying. But my point is there is a team. Again, I never mark out a player being traded because you never know what team wants what player.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm not saying he's untradeable. What I'm saying is, what do you think you're getting for him? I don't think
I'm saying that.
You're saying what?
What you just said? Yes.
Ooh.
He's untradeable? No one's untradeable. They traded Russ untradeable contract 3 times.
Let me make sure.
I don't get why everyone's rushing to trade him.
That's number one. I want to start.
How long is his been?
Let's start. There.
He's still young though.
It's not about how young he is. How long is the contract? And he's not meeting the expectation. So I mean, if the expectation was him to be the second, which like he was supposed to be the number 1 pick of his draft, his back injuries had him slide, but he always had that potential. Number 1 guy, number 2 guy at the lowest type of potential. If he has to be able to show that because of injury,
what does he get paid? What does he get paid per year? What does he get paid per year?
So this track, I think he on the books this year. I think he on the books for 33 this year. I think he on the books for 33 this year. Next year he on the books for 34, and I think the year after that he on the books for 37. This is a guy who has a history of injury. He just missed last season with a back injury, and we don't know how bad this thing is, and how much worse it's getting. And the fact that you want to bring it up that we want to trade this guy away is nuts to me because he fits with this group. And because he fits with a great series, right? He fits with this group, and not only does he fit with this group, he fits with this group, and he fits with this team as a young guy. If they can hold on to him, because by the way, they have him. I know this sounds nuts, but they have him on the cheap. because this $30 million in 2 years is going to look really good, considering guys like Damian Lillard in 2 years going to be on the books for $62 million, right? So this money is going to look really good. So I take that back that he might not be tradable, but I think that I like him on this crew. You dudes, and I don't mean you guys up here on the panel, but these people, they put these crews together like 2K. Like you just want to throw dudes on crews, taking the money off the table, just putting guys on teams, thinking that they're just going to be nice. Michael Porter Jr. fits with this group, and it works. I ain't trading him. No.
I agree. Like I know he's having a bad series, but before the series, he's been having a decent playoffs. He's a good fit. The contract to me, yeah, he's getting paid a little bit more than he should, but the fit is perfect. He's still young. Don't rush to trade him off of one playoff series.
Damo, would you have Damo?
I think you're overreacting a little bit. Just a little bit.
I just need to be fair. I'm the same guy to say that the Celtics should trade Jason Tatum. So I need y'all
to
say
that. Yes,
my bar is like I have a very short.
Damo, what is his bar though? Because this is what I'm saying. I know you said you drafted him to be, his expectation was to be a number 1 or a number 2. Well, look at your number 1 and number 2.
Sixth man, come on.
You know that? Look at your number 1 and number 2. Literally a top 3 player in the NBA. A lot of people would debate the best player in the NBA. And then you have a dude who's really playing like a top 5 point guard right now. Damn near a top 3 point guard right now. So it's like, what can he?
And that's
fine.
That's fine, Ron. So my question would be this: if I have Jamal Murray and Jokic, who have easily been my number 1 and my number 2, so you're my number 3 now, can you at least be my consistent number 3? No, he cannot, because Aaron Gordon is the consistent number 3. So now we have you as my inefficient number 4, not inefficient, but inconsistent number 4. Because any given night, Bruce Brown at this point, for this playoff run at the very least, is outperforming him as the 4th best player. So now you're down to 5th. And all I'm saying is this: when it comes to Michael Porter Jr., if you go from I drafted you for the potential of you to be healthy, which he has not been consistently healthy, and for you to be one of my top 3 players, and genuinely you're my 5th to 4th best player on any given night, I'm going to move you. I'd rather be. Listen, I'm a Dolphin. Hold on. I'm a Dolphins fan of football. I've been watching the Patriots twice a year my whole life. Bill Belichick has this great theory: I'd rather be 2 years early trading a guy than 2 years late. I do not. I understand Michael Porter Jr. is still young. I like that. He's been in the league for 5 years and has played 187 games in 5 seasons of being in the NBA. I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, the boy's butt cheeks, get him out of here." But literally, he's not fulfilling what he's supposed to fulfill. Move them for other players, depth and role players, because you're about to win a championship. Now, it will be easier if you had more efficient players, more effective players next season to win a championship.
Hey,
so first of all, I think the Patriots think it's a year too early than a year too. I think it's 1 year too early than a year too late, but that's neither here nor there. But here's the thing: they're 48 minutes away from winning an NBA championship in 5. Right? If they can get this done, they're 48 minutes away from winning a championship in 5. Do you really think they're going to make a starting player trade, or are they going to run it back? They're going to run it back and tweak the bench. They are not going. I doubt that a team that just won if they do win a championship in 5, they're not trading away a starter. I don't, unless they're getting something significantly better, which they won't. I just don't see that happening. I see what you're saying from his inconsistency. I get that. From the money he's making, I get that. But have you ever seen a team that won a championship where everybody's young and trading a starter?
I see what you
did. And not getting
I see, because you know where I was about to go. I see what you did. I see you said young. I see what you did. Actually, yes. Yeah, I did. It's called the 2012 Thunder. The 2012 Thunder did not bring back James Harden because
they didn't win.
Didn't win, but still they got to the final. I'm sorry, didn't win.
If you lose, they get
it.
Fine.
Hey, Floyd, you said I'm a bully, but you had me on your team every day of the week, sucker. You remember that?
What? Well, can I ask this?
You said I'm a bully, but you would have me on your team every day of the week, sucker.
Hold on. I said I can see how the chat thinks you're a bully. And then 2, I would absolutely have you on my team every day of the week. And 3, I also said put you on with Skip. I give you all love today. You should say thank you, Fluent.
wait. So
Now
Floyd,
you're more fluent.
you don't think it will make sense for a guy who's consistent? Well, not consistently. He's only been in the playoffs 3 times, and 2 out of the 3 times his production is dipped going into the playoffs from the regular season. I've sat on this panel and we had this conversation where if you have a guy whose production dips from the regular season to postseason, that is an issue. We're adding that. We're adding just.
But if you're taking that, here's the thing: you're taking the known out of a championship starting lineup to bring in an unknown. That is dangerous. And if they don't win a championship or make it back to the final and they make that move, GM loses his job, coach loses his job, and everybody blames that move. So you can't do it. You have to run it back. You have to run it back.
To play devil's advocate real quick. I kind of see Dama's point now. Like, I think he's trying to say, like, this will probably be the best time to trade him, like, the highest point after winning the championship. Because you guys said it's untradeable. Wouldn't this be the best time to trade him after winning?
That's the thing. Not
tradable,
but
but very hard to trade. Like, wouldn't this be the best time to kind of trade him after, like, on a high, with him getting paid 30 plus mil
which is fair.
yearly? I kind of see both points now. First, I didn't agree with Damo, but Damo kind of agrees. I see both sides.
Another thing I want to bring up: when did he sign this contract? Did he sign this contract before or after the Aaron Gordon trade?
It was before he got hurt.
So again, they paid him with the expectations of him being the 3rd best player on this team at bare minimum.
100%.
Go out and get Aaron Gordon. Not even everything. In terms of role for the team, Aaron Gordon has fulfilled that way more than MPJ. So you found a replacement. I seen the Golden State Warriors, a young team that won a championship. They literally went out after, and this was after they lost. But still, for improvements, they got rid of Harrison Barnes and they brought in another guy. Now that other guy was Kevin Durant. I'm not saying that you're about to get rid of MPJ and bring in an all-time great player. But what I am saying is there is room. Like the Nuggets aren't the perfect team. Their bench is not absolutely perfect. They're just working. And if you
and that's what I said, they're going to mess around with their bench.
Now, if you move MPJ and now Jokic falls off,
but what if you move MPJ? But what if you move MPJ and you get a guy like Max Strus who comes in and drops 0 for 10, and now you look like an idiot and you're fired? You got to remember that GMs have to play it safe, because if they make this kind of move after winning and it fails,
what NBA?
No one will get mad if they run it back. Will anyone say they made a mistake running it back? No, they just won a chip in 5. You have to run it back.
I would say, I've been saying trade MPJ since the trade deadline. I've been
all your points are valid. All your points are valid.
Aaron Gordon proved that honestly, ever since MPJ lost his spot on the team as the 3rd best player to Aaron Gordon, I said, okay, it's time to move him, because I'm not paying $30 million for a guy to be my 5th best player. My 4th best. I'm not. That just doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather get a bunch of role players at that point. It just doesn't make sense to me.
But Damo, he in times helped you throughout the playoff run.
In that moment,
just the Lakers series. It was literally just the Lakers series. Every other series.
Who's replacing him? Damo, who's replacing him in the starting lineup? One. You look at the bench. You have a Christian Brown who's a rookie who goes into this offseason and you don't know what kind of development he'll have. You can have that guy come up. You can bring KCP up to start or whatever, or you can go out there. You can get you a McDaniels twin and 2 other guys to come off the bench as well. Like, there's endless possibilities of things you can come up with. I can sit here and run through 10 trades I think you should do with MPJ. That's fine. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I don't believe in paying $30 million for a guy to be your 4th or 5th best player when you're not a super team. That just doesn't make sense to me. If you're a super team, that makes sense. If you're not a super team, $30 million should not go to your 4th or 5th best player.
He's the 3rd best player.
They're playing super.
Aaron Gordon is better than him. Aaron Gordon is better than him for the team.
He's not playing like it. I don't know what Fluent said, but he's not. He's the 3rd best player on that team. If you watch Michael Porter Jr. from when he came from high school to college, even though he got hurt, if you knew about like his level and how he was regarded, bro, going into the league now, and he's 4 years in the league now, Tone, and you're an NBA championship team. You don't trade dudes like that. You're 4 years into the league and you're about to win an NBA championship. You don't trade those type of dudes, because guess what he's going to do? He still
does have limitless potential too.
Right. He's going to get more experience. He's going to get more. Hold on, but Damo, he's going to get more experience from this being with that squad. So I let and plus you're in the NBA Finals. So this is a young team.
About to win it, by the way, not just in the NBA Finals. We're about to win.
You said what about the development of Christian Brown? Well, what if MPJ gets better? He could also get better in the offseason. He's still young.
He's what, 23, 24? We can go through a plethora of dudes and look at them at 24 and then look at them at 34 and see how much better they've got. 34 might be drastic. We can say 24 and 30. A lot of look at Aaron Gordon, for instance. Look at how much better he's got. We can go with a whole lot of guys.
The dude that needs to be traded, you ain't talking about, is Zion. That's the dude that need to be traded.
That's a different team.
That's the dude that need to go. Is Zion.
Why does he need to be traded?
Why?
Yeah, why? Matter of fact, we're not gonna get into that. This ain't about Zion. No, it's okay. I don't even know why I asked why.
Hold on 1 second.
I didn't mean it.
Hold on 1 second. No, I'm going to ask you a question. You really asked that question?
No, I didn't.
No. You really don't know why he needs to be traded?
Nope, I didn't ask why. Nope, not at all. I'm talking about
Michael Porter
MPJ.
Jr. He's 24 years old, man.
He's 24, and I'm not saying he's a bad player, but again, for this team, he just hasn't fulfilled his duties, and they've gotten by because they have other guys who have stepped up and have performed. If Bruce Brown isn't giving you these 20-point games and playing great defense and being that spark, we might be having a different conversation. If KCP doesn't have moments, but regardless, if Bruce Brown doesn't step up, we might be having a different conversation. If Aaron Gordon isn't the third best player, we're having a different conversation. But
Michael Porter doesn't play like that against the Lakers. You're not in the finals, though.
That is absolutely fine, Ticket. But regardless, two of the last 3 times he's been in the playoffs, his production has dropped. He has played 187 games in 5 seasons. The health is not there consistently, and the production is not consistently there. That gives you a reason to move on to other guys, especially when you have a guy that came in and took his spot. If a guy didn't come in and take his spot, if we're arguing about, who's going to be the third best guy, then we have a conversation on not trading him. But we have that now. Aaron Gordon, and I don't think he comes up with the fourth best guy. Is he? Because Bruce Brown might be the 4th best guy at this point. He's looking like the 4th best guy. Bruce Brown is looking like the 4th best guy this playoff run. Is he not?
I like Bruce a lot. But
outside of the Lakers series, Michael Porter Jr. has not been a top 4 player for this team. Bruce Brown has. Am I lying? The numbers are there. The eye test is there. Bruce Brown has been more important for this team consistently than MPJ. MPJ benefited from being guarded by Austin Reeves and Lonnie Walker. But after you take 6'4" guys off of him, he's shooting 5 for 72. Like, I don't know what we're doing here.
Fellas, we do gotta move on.
Damo wants MPJ to the Lakers. So what do we got?
Yo, we do gotta move on, but I do want to ask Mars, yes or no question. Do you trade MPJ or do you keep him?
I keep him.
You keep him? All right. Hey, Damo, this is gonna be the summer of narratives. I'm letting everybody know this right now. We are going to get in our bag this summer. But
it's gonna get nasty, so y'all better get prepared. It's gonna get
very
ugly.
Oh, we got ugly.
You guys see the news that Tyler Herro's coming back, or he's questionable now. He's questionable.
Heating 7.
It's questionable.
Y'all get ready for it.
I told you.
If he come out and drop 30 and they win,
that'd be crazy.
How about those? Couple things, Damo. We do this summer. I do need to hear those 10 trades that you said that you would make for Michael Porter. Want to hear that. But now, all of a sudden, I have another question for you guys. Is it a dub script? Is the NBA for sure scripted if Tyler Herro comes back and they win it in 7?
He ain't gonna have no effect on the game.
Not like that, yo.
I can see the script now. I'm telling you, I can see it now.
Ron, he's not even gonna play those minutes, bro. He's not gonna. Espo's not gonna put him in right now after missing all this time and play him heavy minutes. If he plays, he'll play 8 to 12 minutes.
They're gonna have Herro. They're gonna have Herro and Robinson on either wing, just jacking up threes.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen like that, bro. You got a better chance of seeing a Duncan Robinson get more minutes in a better role tonight. I think he'll put Duncan Robinson in there earlier tonight and give him much more minutes. He'll come with him earlier than do with the other. Because you're gonna need.
I like that super chat. The idea of posting up Kyle Lowry. I like that.
Hey, he's been big in this series. I like how Kyle Lowry played in this series, bro.
Can't hear you, Ron.
Moving along, Ticket. This super chat is just for you from Double P. He said this super chat is mainly directed to Ticket. Start bench cut, Chris Mullin, Duncan Robinson, Reggie Miller.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh well, yeah. Well, I start. Well, I'm cutting Duncan Robinson, so we ain't got to talk about that.
Okay.
Hold on. Go back 1 second, Ron. That's kind of hard right there, bro.
No, it ain't, Ticket. What are you talking about? What are we doing here?
Duncan. I'm saying Chris Mullin was cold, but Reggie went to the NBA Finals, bro.
Yes, he did. Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I said, see, when you think about that, bro,
Mm-hmm.
how you want it? How do you want it? Reggie was a killer, man. But so was Chris Mullin. I got to start Reggie because he went to the finals, bro. Bench Chris Mullin and cut Duncan.
There you go.
All right, there you have
it. I'm starting Cheryl Miller because she's better than all three of them.
No, she ain't. She is not. Chris Mullin with an 8 Cheryl Miller lunch.
Shout out Cheryl Miller, the best Miller.
Man.
The best Miller, hands down. Not even a debate.
Even better than Mike Miller.
100%.
Big Don Rich with the super chat. He said Kevin Love needs more minutes for size, rebounding, and outlet passes to start the break. Only 16 minutes ain't gonna work.
Are they preserving him or something like that because he's more prone to injury? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to. I'm trying to make sense of why this dude ain't playing 20, 25 minutes, right? Because because Joker killing you on the glass. Joker is killing you on the glass.
Only game you won, he played and had double-figure rebounds and almost had a double-double. And then you don't even play him more. I don't understand East-Fo, man. And then this is another thing that he did. I don't know if y'all seen this. Another thing he did that ticked me off. Why are y'all leaving Jokic wide open at the top of the key every single time to trap off the pick?
That's a miscommunication.
Every time Bam is leaving every single time. Jokic wide open at the top of the three-point line, shooting threes or just making passes easy the whole game. No sense whatsoever, bro.
Praise the Sun said Robinson played more than Strus last game, and the Heat still got cooked. They just outskilled and outmatched, and it is what it is.
Once again, you don't know what you're talking about. It's when you play, not how much you play. If I'm playing in garbage time, when we already down 15 points, don't mean nothing if I play more minutes than you. Because if you played the start of the game and we got our ass kicked, that's what I was
meaningful minutes.
It is what it is.
Levels to this, baby.
Demon Corey Harris said, dude on the bottom right sound like a diet 50 Cent. Hello, dude on the bottom right.
You talking about me? Diet 50 Cent. That's the first.
Who knows?
That's
moving everybody around, Ron.
Yeah, but
no, that's why I had to put him back at the bottom right. There he goes.
That's funny. That's a
only one person gets to be top left. The rest of us got to be shifted around.
Yeah, you. Yes, you. Yes, sir. Yes, you. You know you got the corner office, Mars, on the 8th floor.
Oh, no,
yes, you, Mars.
I was talking about the original top left, but yeah, him too.
Alan R said Boston in 12.
Nah, man.
All right. Yeah. They can send me a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
All About the Wave said the Nuggets are doing what the Knicks did with Duncan Robinson and what the Celtics didn't, which is sad given their defense.
The Nuggets are doing what the Knicks did with Duncan Robinson. Chasing them off the long ball line, basically. Basically chasing them off the long ball line and not biting on fakes as much as the Celtics did.
Drip Bayless said if MJ and Bron didn't exist, would DeRozan and Mark Price have a ring?
No. Because, first of all, if you think about the Eastern Conference, all right, sure. Mark Price had to deal with Jay. But, I mean, I don't know if they beat that Portland team. And do they get past? They couldn't get past the Pistons. They finally got past. I think they got past the Knicks, but not the Knicks. I'm sorry. They finally got past the Pistons, but they wouldn't. I don't think that they would have beaten the Knicks in '93. I don't think that they would have beaten the Knicks.
And DeRozan ain't beating the Warriors, Chilltown.
No, he is not.
I don't give a damn. They got everybody here.
Who cares about those plumbers?
There isn't beating anyone. So.
Well, they did go to the East. Don't forget, they did go to the East.
I don't know. I think they go. I think Toronto makes
that's
one.
Not because of the reason. That's because
without LeBron. Well, they
that
didn't say
not
because of
Kyle
Lowry.
No, it was no, Mars. Don't forget, in the I believe it was 16 when they was in the Eastern Conference Championship. Kyle Lowry shot the worst field goal percentage for a guard in NBA history.
If LeBron isn't there,
no, he was not better than DeMar DeRozan. That doesn't say he had DeMar DeRozan made the All-NBA team.
Toronto could make one final.
Anyone can make the All-NBA team in the regular season.
Which year?
No,
which year?
Not everybody.
Who they playing?
The year they got swept by all the Cavs. That's probably the best year. So
okay, so who's in the final?
Could it beat the Kyrie list Boston Celtics with Jason Tatum?
I think they.
That's what I said. They made it to the final. Who did they?
The
Warriors
KD
smoked them.
Yeah,
Warriors smoked them.
Sure, would you be interested to know that in the 2016 playoffs you're talking about, DeMar DeRozan shot worse from the field than Kyle Lowry?
In that one season,
in that postseason, DeMar DeRozan shot worse from the field than Kyle Lowry. The one where you said he was the worst ever. DeMar DeRozan was 3% worse.
It was either 6. It was either 6 or 16 or 17. One of them two seasons. Yeah, it was 16 or 17. He shot the worst of any guard in NBA history. Ever.
Would you be surprised to hear in 2017 Kyle Lowry shot better than DeMar DeRozan again?
It was one of them seasons, Mars. I don't know.
I have to pull up the basketball reference. To
absolutely.
I know they ain't no way DeMar DeRozan was playing well.
Why do you hate DeMar DeRozan?
I don't hate him. He just plays badly in the playoffs.
It was one of them two seasons. It was one of them 2 seasons. I remember it for. I remember it for a fact.
Maybe for a point guard he shot worse, but DeMar DeRozan was worse from the field and shot 15% from 3. So I don't know why I'm like, and I don't hate DeMar DeRozan. I don't care that he plays badly in the playoffs. That's him. I just don't think he's that good. That's all it is.
That's a good question right there, Ron.
I don't let my emotions impact my opinion on players, but Kyle Lowry's better than
which is fair. I again, Mars. You will not get an argument out of me about Kyle Lowry, about DeMar DeRozan. I'm not a Kyle Lowry fan. Until Kawhi Leonard showed up, you could not convince me that you could win the NBA championship with Kyle Lowry as your lead guard. I was not buying it. And the fact that Kawhi Leonard showed up and dispelled that, okay, I got to get on the train. But before that, watching him in the playoffs, watching him shoot threes, watching him turn the basketball over, I'm thinking to myself, there's no way you win an NBA championship with this dude as the lead guard. You're not doing it.
I was never a big fan of Kyle Lowry.
It was 2015 where Kyle Lowry was terrible.
He said should CP3,
but they played one series. But it was 2015 where Kyle Lowry.
Man. You only go as far as your best player takes you. And I knew in all those series, when you got DeMar DeRozan out there scared every time you see LeBron James, that team wasn't going nowhere. So I couldn't even blame Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, but it wasn't nobody else, though. That's the problem.
He played terribly all the time.
But even if he played bad, Mars, there's a difference.
But he had Kyle Lowry to save him. That's why they were winning.
There's a difference between playing bad, though, Mars, and being shook. He got thrown out of a playoff game in the third quarter. I don't want to be on the floor. If I'm getting thrown out of a playoff game in the third quarter, that means I do not want to be on the floor. I don't want nothing to do with that guy. Nothing. Great players aren't getting thrown out of playoff games. I mean, Olajuwon got thrown out of a playoff game in '86 because he was fighting. That wasn't because he didn't want to be on the floor. DeMar DeRozan clearly sees the boogeyman when he sees James. Clearly, he wants out.
He's just not that good. So that's what it is. He's just not that good.
Hey, you said he was fighting. Did he get suspended the next game?
No.
That's the difference in the NBA then and now.
No. Take it a step further than that, Ticket. Not only did he not get suspended, the next series when they played against the Celtics, there was a brawl in Game 4. Bill Walton, Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Jerry Seastings, all these dudes fighting. If that's today, half the crew ain't playing.
You're right.
All right, y'all. Back into these super chats. Brother, appreciate you, brother. He said, as a Spurs fan, do you think Keldon Johnson can be an all-star? He averages 20, so Ticket probably thinks he's better than Penny.
No,
I think he's better than you. So
I don't think he'll be all-star.
No.
You gotta ask the
Wait, hold on, no. Wait a second. Keep in mind who's coming over there to play with them. If they start winning some games,
even still,
no idea. It would take the Spurs, and this is like years down the line, but it would take the Spurs being like the number one seed, and it would be one of those situations where the number one team has the 3 all-stars.
I like Devin Vassell more than Keldon Johnson.
I don't think so.
I'm not a big fan of Keldon Johnson.
I think Austin Reeves is going to the Spurs. I think Pop is going to put an offer up the Lakers ain't going to want to pay. I think Pop is going to offer Austin Reeves because I think Austin Reeves fits the Spurs with how Pop likes to play now. I think he puts him with Wembanyama. I told you guys, I thought Austin Reeves could kind of be the next Gordon Hayward, how he was in Utah. I think if Pop gets him over there with Wembanyama, I think that combo right there, I think that Austin Reeves can go over there and put up around 20-something a game. I think they're going to throw him over $100 million. And
I think Lakers going to match anything.
Put it in the poll, Ron. Wembanyama over 30 games next season.
And don't fight don't fight teams overpaying for this dude just so the Lakers won't have him. Not necessarily because we need him, but don't think that a team won't overpay for this dude just to get him off the Lakers.
Chill. And I don't think when the push comes to shove, I don't think the Lakers gonna match it if they pay that much money.
They're
I
not.
think the Lakers gonna pivot. I don't think
so.
I think they want you to think they're gonna do it, so teams won't want to offer them as much. But I don't think, because if you think the Lakers are money with the Lakers, they're not this franchise who just gonna go dole out and pay a third dude like that all that money unless he is a lock legit goods. So I think that you got a better chance at seeing old boy get that huge type of money. And I'm talking about Kyrie Irving. I think they will let
Damo. Is Austin Reeves number 3 on a championship team? You're a Laker fan.
A 3?
You don't know that, because if I said to you last year, Aaron Gordon is the number 3 on the championship team, you'd have been no. So we'll know.
It depends who the 1 and 2 are. I'd say it depends who the 1 and 2 are.
Actually, yeah, it does depend on who the 1 and 2 is.
Can you name a 1 and 2 that can win with Austin Reeves as the third best player?
LeBron and AD.
Healthy LeBron and AD. Yeah, I'm about to say healthy LeBron and AD.
Well, those people don't exist. So unicorns and rainbows. Give me actual people who can do it.
Well, rainbows exist.
Who's the unicorn and who's the rainbow?
James and Anthony Davis were as healthy as they were going to be. Let's kill the logic of James being healthy. He's 38 years old. This is as good as it's going to get, guys. This isn't a situation with James where it's going to get better next year. He's going to be 39, even if he does have foot surgery. So the logic of him being healthy, this is as good as it gets.
Yeah, it's done. So what team?
I say no. I don't think
he
he could be the third best player. I'm not sure.
I think he could be the third best player if your 4th, 5th, and 6th best players are like right there below him. Like I don't think he can. I don't think he. I said yeah. I said yes. It will take certain circumstances, but yes, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like it will have to be like that.
So on the Lakers, on the Lakers, could he be the third best player on a championship run for the Lakers? And if your answer is no, you can't pay him that money. You can't pay him that money. You just complained about MPJ getting too much.
Yes.
You can't pay him.
And I'm telling you right now, Damo, I'm telling you right now, if the Utah Jazz come in with $105 million over 4 years, he's walking out the front door.
Of course.
Lakers
and
we've seen him with
Lakers are not matching.
That's no hate on Austin Reeves. He had a phenomenal run. He's earned every penny he's going to get, but you have to look at it from a team perspective. If he's going to be your third highest paid player, can he be your third best player on a championship team? And if you think no, then you don't pay him. If you think it's yes, pay him. If you think it's yes, pay him. If you don't.
That's why they'll let it roll and get Kyrie, like I said.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Please don't do that.
Or Chris Paul.
They're not doing that because Dallas is gonna pay Kyrie Irving. That's why.
Or the Rockets are gonna pay him. I know y'all seen those reports.
I did see that. Dallas is gonna pay him.
I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Doesn't work.
They said they want him. They said if they don't get Harden, they said they want Kyrie.
Why doesn't it work?
Because they don't have the other pieces, bro. They couldn't play D last year. They're not gonna be able to play D this year.
Who gonna play D last year?
No, the Dallas Mavs. What I'm saying is they're better off. See, they're saying that to Kyrie, but they're saying this right now. They got to make it so like they don't want to give him up. So when they do deal him, they can get more. If everybody knows that you got something that you don't want, people ain't gonna want to pay you what you deserve for it. But if you make everybody think this is what I really want, bro, Mark Cuban has to get other pieces because of all those guys he moved and let go. You let Jalen Brunson walk when you could have re-signed him on the low end. You let him walk. Then you trade Kyrie for all those other pieces that were playing defense and hitting threes and covering Luka Doncic back. Now you get Kyrie, bro. It ain't gonna change next year because they get a whole season. Them dudes still ain't gonna be able to play defense.
Now,
even if they go out and get guys that can play defense,
that's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about right there. So
I don't work in the front office. I can't tell you the list of free agents. I'm gonna play defense.
Free agent market. There are no real defensive guys. Like you got to make trades to get those guys.
Give me the top 15. Hold on. Give me the top 15 free agents for small forwards. The top 15 small forwards going into free agency right now. Go ahead.
None of those guys are defensive guys.
Who are they? Name them. Name 10 of them. Name 5 of them.
Mars can name them. Ain't none really.
No, you name them because you said there weren't no guys out there. So I need you to name them.
Because I was looking at the list the other day.
So it's Chris Middleton, Kyle Kuzman, Cameron Johnson, Dylan Brooks, Herbert Jones, Jay Crowder, Kelly Oubre, Torrey Craig, Joe Ingles. How many you want?
Joe Ingles.
I heard a couple guys that play defense.
Who?
Oh, the best one. Oh, the best one. Yatu Watanabe. Championship.
Herb Jones can play defense.
Too much money.
TJ Warren.
Nope, too old.
These are Jimmy Grant. Jimmy Grant plays defense.
Jimmy Grant, he's gonna cost a lot. Re-signing with the Trailblazers. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah, he's not going nowhere. What the hell?
And that's the high end. We're not even looking at the guys that are taking the mid-level exception, minimum contract guys that again are 3-and-D guys. If you would have told me going into the season, oh yeah, Bruce Brown, I'd have been like, I mean, he played defense. What else did he do? And then he gives you this. So it's always a chance you get a guy like that. I'm just saying to mark it off as, oh yeah, there's nobody that can go get. It's insane to me if you don't work in the front office of the NBA. That's just crazy.
I'm just saying that based off what is out there and the projection of where most of these guys are going and the money is concerned, they got money locked up in guys. They got money locked up in Luka. They got money that they got to lock up in Kyrie. Those are two major contracts. And then the other guys, you still got to figure out what you're going to do with Christian Wood. You still got to figure out what you're going to do with the other boy on your right. If you're going to move. See, my thing is this. My thing is the Dallas Mavericks. I think they're going to move Kyrie and get multiple pieces. Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I move Kyrie Irving if it can get me Roy Hachimura? Why wouldn't I move Kyrie Irving if it could get me, even though I may not like D'Lo, it gets me D'Lo back. So now I got a serviceable point guard who can play beside a guy like Luka because D'Lo can play off the ball too. I got a dude like Roy Hachimura who can play the wing, who's strong and a good defender. So now I got these guys and potentially get a couple second-round draft picks off the Lakers too, all those picks they got at the trade deadline. So if I'm Dallas, that's the route I go. Why would I re-sign Kyrie, have my defense weaken on a dude who doesn't really play that many games during the regular season? Why would I do that when I can trade him and get better assets around Luka for that?
What about Bruce Brown? You taking Bruce Brown?
First of all, you can't trade Kyrie Irving. The reason why you can't trade Kyrie Irving because it comes off your books after the season. So he's a free agent. So either he's going to walk out the front door or you're going to sign him.
Sign a trade.
Right. So if you sign and trade him, you already gave up all your defense. If you're gonna give up all your defense and sign and trade him and bring back, like you just said, Rui Hachimura and guys like that. Well, what the hell did I even trade Kyrie Irving for? Why did I even do that in the first place?
Because that formula worked better for your team than Kyrie did. That formula having Luka and guys like Roy Hachimura and other guys like D'Lo, guys who can spread the floor, hit shots, but guys like Roy who can play defense, who can defend the wing. He showed you his ability in the NBA Finals. To me, those dudes are more valuable around Luka Doncic than having Kyrie Irving, a dude who kind of needs to play a little bit like Luka in order for them to win. If you saw, Kyrie was winning games when Luka was out. Luka won a few games when Kyrie didn't play. But when they were together, it was horrible. Because
a guy like D'Lo was on the Mavs ticket. Let me ask that.
No. I'm saying no. Well, here's the difference with D'Lo on the Mavs. On the Mavs, D'Lo now you can use him more in a shooting role because D'Lo can't shoot the ball. But this is what you don't do with D'Lo. You don't have to have him on the ball a lot. D'Lo's the type of player he doesn't need to be on the ball all the time. J Kidd can get creative with that. He was a point guard. He can get creative. I like it better if you get another wing. I like it. I don't like them just going back to Kyrie. I don't like that. I think they missed the playoffs and they go back to Kyrie.
So he's going to be a 3.
Kyrie's going to go wherever Kyrie wants to go. He's an unrestricted free agent, correct? Am I wrong?
Do they make the playoffs?
Yes.
Kyrie goes back right now.
For those that saying, why did you trade for Kyrie? I think we all agree that was a mistake.
No, I'm saying, Tone, do they make the playoffs right now if they run it back with Kyrie?
No.
Yes.
Depending on how they fill out the roster, they could.
All this stuff you talk about Kyrie, you say yes.
They'll make the playoffs. They could have made the playoffs this year. They decided not to, so they could keep a top 10 pick. That's the only reason they didn't make the playoffs this year, guys, is because they decided not to. So yes, I think they make the playoffs.
They would have made the play-in, Tone. They wouldn't have made the playoffs. They would have made the play-in.
The play-in. You're right. They would have made the play-in.
All this is irrelevant. The Lakers is matching whatever Austin Reeves is offered.
They're not matching whatever Austin
Reeves is
offered. I'm telling you, they're not.
Here's why.
I've seen this before.
Here's why.
Isn't there a limit they can match? They can offer him either.
Yes. But listen. Here's why they won't. Because with LeBron and AD basically taking up the entire salary cap, whatever they sign him to, they're gonna have to pay that times 3. So it's $100 million contract. They're going to be on the hook for $300 million.
Isn't it? What's the rule?
They aren't a rich franchise. They aren't a rich franchise. They will not pay it.
What's the rule that? Isn't there a rule? I forgot the name of it. Where like the first couple of years for if they do match it, it won't be as much, and then like the third year, I think it jumps up to what's the name of the
Are you talking about the luxury tax?
No. If they was to match Austin Reeves, I think because they had.
Oh, they can match him. Yeah, they can go over the cap.
The
bird rights. Yeah.
Isn't it Gilbert Arenas rule?
Over the luxury.
But isn't it the Gilbert Arenas rule?
They can go over the cap.
I think it's a Gilbert Arenas rule. I forgot how it works. Where
That's
the first
for
2
second round
years
pick.
it won't be.
Hold up though.
Wait, isn't he undrafted?
Najaya Americano
Yeah,
said
yeah.
Gilbert Arenas rule means Reeves can only make 12.5 max for the first 2 years of a new contract.
Yeah,
He's
so
getting re-signed easily.
He gets me
No,
signed.
that's not true, Ron. That's not
Okay,
true.
hold on.
I
He
think
can get
that's-
12.5. Hold on. So he can get 12.5 and 12.5 and then
Yeah.
50 and 50. Like
Right,
there's
it's still-
that's even worse. That's even
Right.
worse. They
But then, at least
backloaded.
by then,
Backloaded.
but at least
That's what they did with what's his name? Dame, right? Well, that's why he's getting paid
but
$60
I
million.
feel like at that point, that's when if it doesn't work out, then you can trade him. But I feel like for those first 2 years for LeBron, at least you could
50 mil for Austin Reeves. Now that sounds untradeable.
wait. But I don't think it's 50. It's 50 mil. I don't think
No, I mean,
it's
if
50
it's a
mil.
4-year 100, if it's a 4-year 100 and the first 2 years are 25, then okay, you got 75 million broken up over 2 years. That's still
I
like
gotta
30.
do my research. I'm gonna come up with some research. I gotta break it down, but I'm pretty sure. I think they signed him.
All right, fellas, we got a segue. I got my second guest of the show coming up here. It's been somebody that's been watching Player Choice for a real long time. Got my man Big Ron. What's going on? How you feeling today?
What's up with y'all, man?
Hello.
Hey, Ron, I didn't. Hey, back in the clubhouse days, we didn't had our fair share of debates and whatnot. You got any hot takes right now or anything before we get into you getting your 200 and your picks and everything?
Nothing too crazy. I ain't got no hot takes right now. Y'all sold me on Jokic. Mars and what's the name did. Mars and Lowe did. So I ain't got too much to say. They I wasn't too sold on him. I ain't never said he was sorry or nothing, but y'all sold me on him top 5 peak of all time, like the offensive peak and all that stuff. So.
I do my job.
You did your job.
All right, man. Well, hey, Ron, appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for joining the contest. You are the winner of the next $200 giveaway that we're about to do today, which means we need you to come up here and make some picks for us.
All right. Y'all need to make Chill mad more because he hilarious when he mad.
All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and dive into it, man. How you feeling, Ron? What players do you want to throw some money on today?
Let me see. We can go with Jimmy since he there.
Jimmy, easy money. What you thinking? Points and assists, points and rebounds.
I'm gonna go with them points and assists.
Okay, what you thinking? Higher or lower? 32.5 points and assists. Would Jimmy go higher than that or lower than that?
It's an elimination game, so I'm gonna go higher.
Playoff Jimmy.
And then let me see, not Bam. Go to definitely not Kevin Love. I think Jokic gonna go. I think he's gonna go lower on the rebounds assist. I mean, the 50, 52.
52.5 Jokic for points, rebounds, and assists. My man Tyrone said he's gonna go lower than that. All right, we got one more that we're gonna throw in here. Not unless if you want to just keep that right there, it pays us 3 times, and we could just put 300 on that. If you think this is a runaway contest right here, if you like what's going on here, we could just end it right here. I love guaranteed money.
No, yeah, we can try. Yeah, we can keep that. We can keep that. We can keep that.
Okay, we have yet to just do 2 players and just kind of be smart and not really, go over the top. So this is what we're gonna do right here. You're gonna go ahead and throw 300 in there. And there you go. As you can see, 300 pays 900. Let's make it happen. Jokic, you better not sell tonight. Jimmy, you better ball tonight. All right, here we go. Hey, Ron, appreciate you for tapping in, bro. You could chill up here for a little bit longer. You come join the debate. Join the debate, my man. I know you good for it. All right. I got a couple more super chats. We're gonna go ahead and continue to run through these. Actually, no. Actually, I have one super chat I gotta read because my man he didn't sent it like 4 times. Rashad is asking, and he wants to know. He's adamant about it. Should the Celtics sign CP3. How are we feeling about this?
And what role?
No.
And what role? That's the question.
No.
They don't need that.
If you're gonna put him like what the Heat doing with Kyle Lowry, I'm cool with that. I got no problem with that.
Chill,
They don't need a distributor.
No,
Shiloh?
No, they don't need that. I think Malcolm Brogdon does well enough to where he's the perfect to me six man on the team. I don't want
If he starts, I think so.
But
if Chris
even
Paul
if he starts,
No. If Brogdon starts,
so then Derek White is a six man. I think Derek White is a better six man than CP3 right now.
no. I'm not talking about CP3. I'm talking about
No, I'm saying though, like even if they start Brogdon, that means that Derek White goes to the bench, no?
Yeah.
So Derek White will go to the bench anyway because now,
facts.
Because Robert Williams is going to be healthy. Robert Williams is going to be healthy, and Jason Tatum now moves over to the 3. Jaylen Brown moves over to the 2. Horford's still at the 4. The reason why White was starting is because Robert Williams was off the floor. That's why he was starting. But if Robert Williams plays more, then he could play as
he would go to the bench. Facts.
And then Derek White would come off the bench. That's why that would work.
I don't.
Why you don't like that ticket? Why you don't like it?
Mars.
No. I think you're wrong. What you said. What you called already said. Derek White was promoted to the starting point guard. He was going to start regardless because when they signed Brogdon, he agreed to be the sixth man off the bench as a backup point guard to him. The coach was already going to play. He wasn't going to start Robert Williams. Remember Perk talked about that on TV. He said that was the problem. Play. He wanted to start Al Horford at the 5 so they could have stretch shooting on the floor. I don't think they need Chris Paul because I think they need to put Malcolm Brogdon as a starting point guard and really. They need to pull Marcus Smart out of the starting lineup and bring him off the bench and bring his energy off the bench. I think Marcus Smart hurts them a lot when his decision making and different things to do when he has so much responsibility with the ball. I like Marcus Smart coming off the bench, or if you're gonna bring White off the bench, then start Marcus Smart and bring White off the bench. But to me, Malcolm Brogdon needs to be starting. He need to be starting.
They have 3 solid guards. I don't think they need they have 3 solid guards.
Yeah, I don't think they should sign Chris Paul. I was just asking a devil's advocate question, but I agree with Ticket.
The problem we having with Chris Paul on that Boston unit is where the minutes going to come from. Plus, Malcolm Brogdon stays. He's been banged up. The reason why he was good as he was this season because he played in a rotation role. When he was a starter, when he was in Indiana, he was constantly hurt. That was hurting them. So now him being in the starting lineup now with the Boston Celtics, you risking him being right back where he was in Indiana, where he was in and out of the lineup with injuries. And Malcolm Brogdon wasn't one of them dudes who had an injury where he was out for 2 games. Malcolm Brogdon was one of them dudes where he rolled the ankle. He was out for a month.
Can't they still split the minutes like they've been doing it though?
They can still split the minutes, but I think that I think you lose athleticism with Chris Paul. I think you lose athleticism, and I think you lose a lot defensively with Chris Paul on that unit. I don't like Chris Paul.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you.
He just needs to retire.
And Chris Paul's not even the shooter he used to be.
Right, just like you said, Tone. I'm out. I'm out on Chris Paul.
He said he's going to play many more years, Tone. Tone, he said yesterday.
I don't care what he said. NBA executives and coaches need to be smart enough to say he's done. He's not going to give me anything in the playoffs when I need him because he's never done that.
Did he say many more years, Ticket? Is that what you just said? Did you say many more?
Trade Jaylen Brown for Dame.
He said, "I'm not retiring. I plan on playing many more years." And I'm gonna say this to you, right? The Lakers shouldn't look at this dude. I heard people saying the Lakers should get him
forced retirement.
You want another? You want another injured dude that ain't gonna play a lot of games, that's gonna get hurt when the playoffs are on the line? No, you better off.
Do you guys feel bad for Chris Paul? I feel bad.
Not at all.
No,
not at all.
No. In terms of like him always getting injured in the playoffs, like every time he gets injured, I kind of feel bad.
Feel bad for Chris Paul.
His hamstring been letting teams down for years. I'm cool on him, bro.
Shiloh, if you want some Chris Paul sympathy, I promise you, just go to open gym. You and Dub can really have an emotional moment with Chris Paul.
I just feel bad for the man.
That's low key Dub's man crush.
No, for real. But we got to move on because
team CP3 let down. That's who I feel bad for.
That's like feeling bad for somebody. That's like feeling bad for an 85-year-old who crossed the street. You shouldn't be crossing the street when you get hit by a car. 85. 85 years old. Get your ass
That's
out
crazy.
We got to.
There's a reason why he keep breaking down because he's
One
old.
more thing. Ron,
Yo,
one more thing. One more thing.
That's wild.
What's up?
Yo, Shiloh, check this out. I'm gonna say a number. I'm gonna say a number for you. Ready?
Yep.
$360 million. That's CP3's career earnings. Never feel sorry for that man. Never.
He made plenty.
All right.
With that much money, he should have bought new hamstrings.
He could have bought a new hamstring.
Because they falling off the bone like pulled pork.
All right, Fluent, I know you got to get out of here in a second. So before you do this, I need to hear your thoughts and predictions for tonight's game, and I'm gonna ask everybody in the room too. What's gonna happen tonight? Who's gonna win? And what manner do you think they're gonna win in?
Because I always stick to my guns.
Let's get with it.
And I said the Heat are winning, so Heat in 7. So to get there, they had to lose 3 games. They've done that. Heat win tonight.
Stand on that, Fluent. Hey, Fluent,
and I'm confident.
Hey, Fluent, before you go, I want to say one thing to you. There isn't one team for Chris Paul. Nobody's talked about the Memphis
Shanghai
Grizzlies.
Sharks.
No,
the Memphis Grizzlies.
That's
I do like
that. That makes sense.
He's thinking about Memphis
coming off the bench.
But
yeah, backing up
Tyus
Ja.
so good though.
They need
know
a
what?
vet.
They need a backup. They need a backup point guard.
No, they don't.
Jones?
They already got one. They got
Tyus
Tyus Jones. They don't
No,
need a
but they need a
backup.
vet. They need a
Cricket
vet.
thinking about. He thinking about.
They do need a vet too, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, chill. They do need a backup point guard. If John's about to be suspended, they need a backup point guard to Tyus Jones for half the season.
John's gonna miss 60
Yeah,
games.
because Josh gonna miss. Yeah, he gonna miss a lot of games.
Yeah.
What about Chris Paul on the Wizards? Chris Paul on the Wizards.
I mean, if you sending him down there to die, then yeah.
Still an NBA franchise?
I'm just
Still
saying.
an NBA franchise?
Yes,
He's
they
a
are.
point guard.
The Wizards are getting demoted to the G League. I wouldn't go there.
We'll take him so he can teach De'Aaron. Just,
Send him to Shanghai.
Just to get that next step. You know, he can teach De'Aaron
Dwight
a lot.
Howard.
Oh, we needed Dwight this season. It's too late for that shit.
All right,
shout out to Shanghai Sharks. What up?
Hey,
we need to hear everybody else's starting prediction. Chill. Who you got tonight and why?
Mike Krzyzewski said in 1992 when they was playing against the University of Kentucky, these dudes are going to come with everything that they have. If you stop them, you break them. Denver's going to get Miami's best effort tonight. And if you can hold these dudes off tonight, you break them. I think they end them tonight. I think that they don't have to change anything. I think everything that they've been doing, it's worked more than it hasn't. And since that, I think that I had the Miami Heat losing in 5 games. I'm sticking to that. I think Denver handles them tonight and they end the series.
Ron, let me go after this dude, man.
Go ahead. You got it.
I'm finna put a Chill Town on Grill Town again. Grill. I'm say I know I'm the only one that can get you mad like that. Let me say this to you, dog. Grill Town. Don't roll your eyes, dog. You know what time it is. Hey, look. Check it out, homie. When Miami wins tonight, it's going 7, sucker. It's going 7.
They ain't winning tonight, though. That's the difference.
Chill Town. Don't let them get 1. It's going.
We've seen this movie already.
Chill Town. No. Chill. But hold on.
I'm listening.
This is what you do. Lowe got all his donuts glazed up tonight. Mars is sitting over here with his computer just going crazy, ready to go crazy tonight. With Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo and the crew to wreck y'all's party. I'm telling y'all this. If you go to the sport book tonight, go to Underdog or whatever y'all go, bet on Miami. If you put any bet on Miami to win this series, you're gonna win big money. If you go put a $200 bet on Miami to win this series, you're gonna get a lot of money. I'm telling y'all this. Miami wins tonight.
Why are they winning tonight? Why they winning tonight, Ticket?
Oh, they winning tonight because the Espo is gonna correct some of the mistakes he made. He did lower the minutes of Patchy Head, so I like that. Kevin Love's minutes, his minutes will be right, and he'll have a shorter leash on Struss. Espo had to look at the film, bro. So he's not gonna die out there on the court with Struss tonight. And I think that Jimmy tonight is gonna have to take his game to. I think he knows this is it for him. So I think he'll take his game. I think you'll have. You remember that game he had in Boston last year, where it was Game 6, and he dropped 50.
Mm-hmm.
I think all he knows they got to do is get it back to Miami. I think they can get it back to Miami. They know they can push it to a Game 7, and then Game 7, anything can happen.
we're even with that all being said, though, Ticket, we're more than halfway through the series. Not only are we more than halfway through the series, we've seen everything that Miami has.
Right.
So there's not going to be anything different.
They went away from it, though. They went away from hold on. They went away from what worked. When they won the game, they didn't double Jokic. He had low assist, and they won. Every other game, he's went back to doubling Jokic. They've gotten carved up.
Every other game they went back to every game. Let me make sure I'm understanding you. Every other game they've doubled Jokic and they've gotten carved up. So they wasn't doubling Joker.
The game they double him. He had like 4 or 5, and they lost.
And they did. And here's the difference, though, Ticket. They didn't double him. They didn't double Joker. In fact, what they were doing was they was jumping Jamal Murray more than they were doubling Joker.
When he caught
not only were they jumping Jamal Murray more, Joker recognized the mismatches that were going on. Why you think he burying Jimmy Butler underneath the basket when they get some switches on him? Why you think that Aaron Gordon is burying Gabe Vincent when they get those switches on him? So the idea of them doubling Joker would not work, or even play him one-on-one. Even with them playing him one-on-one, that still doesn't work because he's still going to find other guys like MPJ who dives to the basket, who's getting easy layups. These guys are not just standing around and watching Joker. That's the reason why they're as good as they are.
He's not, man. They're going to play him straight up tonight, man. They didn't play him straight up the other games. They left him to go trap, but when he had the ball, they doubled him. Whenever Jokic had the ball, they doubled Jokic. And Jokic
doubled Jokic when he got switched on the Jimmy Butler. They didn't double him then.
That's how Aaron Gordon was getting all those easy buckets at the basket because Jokic is just standing up. As soon as they double Jokic, he just drop down, just picking them apart. So I'm telling you, bro, you got money. You send me $50 and I'll make it $550 for you tonight. Because I'm betting on Miami, bro.
If you bet $200 on Miami to win this series, you're gonna lose $200. I had Miami in 6. Well, we see that's not gonna happen. They're down 3-1. This shit's over.
All right, so hold on.
So who you got tonight?
Question.
Go ahead.
I got Denver.
If they win tonight, do y'all think it goes to Game 7?
No, it's over.
Hold on. If Miami wins tonight, y'all don't think it go to Game 7?
They lose in Game 6.
No, it's over.
Hey, man.
Ticket. What? Hey, Ticket. Hold on. Ticket. Hold on for a second. Ticket. With this Denver unit, what are you looking at? This is not a heart. This is not. Hold on, Ticket. This is not a heart issue. This is not a toughness issue. This is a personnel issue.
They just not good enough.
They don't have the personnel to deal with the Denver Nuggets. Why you think they down 3-1?
They can't win, right? It's impossible, right?
I'm not saying that it's impossible, Ticket. No, I'm not saying that. But what I've seen over these last 4 games, the issue that Miami's having, it's personnel. You guys don't have. Did we think who?
When they was down 3-0.
The difference between Boston and this series is Boston actually had more talent. The personnel wasn't the issue. They got lost. And on top of that, they lost the series.
So let's set the table right here, y'all. Everybody that's listening right here. Oh, I love this right here. If Jimmy comes back, Ron, and wins this series, is he better than D-Wade?
No, he's never going to be better than D-Wade no matter what.
Oh, yeah, Ticket, you wild for that. You wild for that take. I want you to know that.
I believe this.
They said it's impossible, Ron. So if Jimmy comes back and pulls this off, Ron.
No, he's not better than D-Wade.
Ron.
He don't.
It's the same Dwayne Wade
believe that.
It's the same
way. Don't even let him ask the question. It's crazy, Chilton, to even hear that. Like, there's no way.
He doesn't even believe that.
What's up, Ticket? Talk to us.
I mean, them going there and win tonight. All these dudes gonna be sitting up here tomorrow, like, oh man, Jimmy is him, man. This is unbelievable.
Look, I think Jimmy is him, but for me, you don't get credit for digging yourself out the hole.
I feel you.
You got to give credit. You got to give him credit, no matter.
Like you get credit, but you don't become.
You don't get extra points.
You don't get extra points for that. Yeah, that you dug yourself into.
So let me make sure I'm getting this correct.
Well, I mean, he didn't dig himself into the hole. They put him in the hole.
Is he on the team, Big Ox? He dug himself into the hole.
No, he didn't dig himself in the hole. They put him in the hole. Like he's not playing
against himself. Yeah. But he still dug himself in the hole because he's on a part of the team and he wasn't playing.
No, the Nuggets dug the hole. The Nuggets dug the hole and threw him in there.
That's better than this.
Kicked him in there.
I can dig with that. I can dig that.
Denver.
I can dig that.
All of y'all are cap. if y'all think this going to Game 6 in Miami, and Miami's going
The Game 6 in Miami, they haven't won a home game in the series yet, though.
They ain't going 6 games.
Ticket, they just kicked their ass twice in
Bro, they
Miami.
just whooped them twice at home. Why you got so much confidence?
Not one, big guy. They went into Miami both times and served them.
And remember, I thought Miami was going to win both of them.
I thought Miami was going to win both games at home.
Served them.
Hold on. This is what I'm
There's
saying.
no reason for me to think that they won't go in there and serve them again.
Facts.
They're going to have the champagne on ice. They're going to have a hat. They're going to have the Larry O'Brien trophy. Everything in the arena tonight. If them dudes got to be dragged back to Miami, they not winning that game.
They definitely winning that game.
Bro, listen.
Why?
On ice tonight. If they don't win this game, bro, and they got to get dragged back to Miami.
They smoking them in Miami again.
Again.
They smoking them in Miami again.
Yo, Ticket, unless by some miracle Pat Riley can sub 2008 Dwayne Wade into the game, this is over, bro.
Unless D Wade got a knee transplant, it's over with, bro.
Unless
they have no chance to win tonight, Damo. No chance.
I don't think that they win tonight.
The Heat, no, it's over. We're about to watch the
I'm not listening. I agree with you, Chicken. They got a chance to win tonight.
No chance, because Jimmy could do it.
They got to win. They got a chance to win tonight because Jimmy gonna have a good game. But
no, the series, no.
But that's it.
But hold on, he didn't say Hero's coming back, right?
No, he's questionable.
No, I'm saying if they win tonight, Hero will be back by the next.
Oh yeah, he'll more than likely be back for the next game. Yes.
Right.
If he can come back in the next game, he might as well just play tonight. I would if I was him. Like,
but I still think they getting fried because he don't play no defense.
That wouldn't
right.
be
I don't care. Hold on. I need to score points because they getting scored on anyway.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Because you get nothing from Gabe.
But he ain't played off playoffs though, has he?
You get nothing from Caleb Martin, and you get nothing from Struss. So those are the three guys you was getting production from the whole time. If Tyler Herro can come in and just give me 10 to 12 points in around 18, 19 minutes,
that's not enough.
I can get Duncan. Hold on, I can get Duncan Robinson to give me 12 to 15 points, which he's capable of doing in 25 minutes. Then I can get Jimmy to give me his 28, Bam to give me his 20. Now we talking shop. But I can't do it if them dudes give me 2 points and 4 points.
I'm going on record. I wouldn't be surprised if Denver smoked these dudes tonight.
Man, this boy's crazy.
They're gonna be in Denver, so they might as well smoke.
I would not be surprised if they went in there tonight and they smoked Denver.
I think Jamal Murray gonna have a crazy game too tonight.
That would not surprise me if Denver went in there and smoked Miami tonight.
Yo, chill town. Unless Dwayne Wade got a lower body transplant.
Listen.
And then
unless he went over there where Kobe went and got new knees, it's over with.
Hey, hold on. So let me ask you, Mars. Let me ask y'all this question: what if Jokic choked this series and lose?
I mean,
Jokic could play bad for the next 3 games straight, and Denver's still gonna win the series.
What if Jokic? No, hold on. Let's just do a hypothetical right here.
What's choking for Jokic?
What would Jokic know? What would happen? I don't care if he play well.
No, I mean losing. I know losing, but what would that stat line look like for him choking?
It would have to be. Go ahead, Ticket. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I don't care. No, I'm just asking. The only question I want y'all to answer is what would y'all say about what? Yeah, you chill town. You Mars. What would y'all say if Jokic lost this series up 3-1?
What would I say? I would say
what would your thought process be about Jokic then if he lost this series up 3-1?
I'd say he's a bum.
My thought process.
Okay, go.
My thought process would be the same what it is right now. Jokic has not won the NBA championship, so I still feel like Jokic is awesome, but I'm not going to put him in the category with those other greats.
Yeah,
so if he lost this series, I wouldn't go, yo, this dude is trash. We gonna no. I just don't look at him like I look at them other dudes. If they win this series, that's different. But if they lose this series, 100%, he's gonna get cooked because again, you was up 3-1. You had 1 game to win. You had 3 games to win 1, and you didn't win an NBA championship. So I'm not gonna look at Joker and just immediately dog him. But you choked.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. I do got to get around the room and continue to ask everybody who they think's gonna win tonight. Big Ron, I'm gonna ask you next. How you feeling tonight? Who do you think's gonna win?
Denver, probably by like 10.
Okay, so you don't think it's even close? Got it. Okay, Damo, who you got tonight?
Denver winning by double digits.
Wow. So, poor Heat. Shiloh.
The legend of Ticket will live on after tonight. You watch.
I think they took not Jimmy Butler, but I think they sold the last game.
Nah, they ain't take Duncan Robinson. So Robinson.
I'm sticking with my prediction. I had Denver in 5. I think Denver closes out tonight. Yeah, Denver in 5. Jokic will be a champion.
Okay, so the legend of Shiloh will live on after tonight. All right, we'll see. Mars, who you picking tonight?
I don't know, probably Miami. I said 6 a couple days ago. I said Denver would win the 2 in Miami, then lose at home, then probably close it out in Miami. So I'm probably just going to stick with that, but I wouldn't be surprised if Denver won tonight. I think they win the series regardless, but I'll just go with Miami tonight.
Mars kind of feeling how I'm feeling about tonight.
It's not crazy for the Heat to win. My thing is, if the Heat win this game, they're not coming back to win the series, regardless.
I think Jokic might choke tonight.
You want to see Jokic choke tonight?
Yeah,
you just want that to happen.
What he
bro.
wants to happen. That was what
I'm not mad. I ain't mad at you for that. I mean,
and I know why. I know why you want. I know why you want Joker to choke. You want Joker to choke because you want to shut all of this narrative down about Joker being as good as Shaq and Joker being as good as all of these other dudes. That's why you want to see it, and you don't want to hear the logic of him being that ticket.
Hey, Dub, it's not happening. Give it up.
Even if they do, even if he were to win this ticket, we don't have to talk about him like that because I don't feel like him about that.
You don't see the title of the video? You don't see the title of the video?
Hold on. The legend of losing got people in here lying, capping, putting this dude on all levels. And think about this though. Something I did say that was correct. That everybody said I was talking bull jive on, bro. And this is from my honest heart. I really think Jamal Murray is better than Penny Hardaway, bro. I do.
How do we get back to this?
Ticket. We can't do this.
Ron.
Ticket. I didn't think he was crazy.
No, hold on. I'm gonna ask y'all one question.
Penny DM the profile. Penny DM the profile, and he said kick you off the show.
Ron,
I said,
Ron, I don't care. Ron, I'm gonna say this to you right now. Think about this. What did Penny do outside of the 4 years with Shaq? Did he ever average over 23, 24 points a game?
We haven't seen Jamal Murray outside of Joker.
Why are you entertaining the conversation?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the difference, though. Here's the difference.
Why can't you just judge them with they opposite player?
No, hold on. Me personally, when I'm saying to you, I think Jamal Murray is better. First of all, he's got damn near the same career averages, if not better, in some areas than Penny, right? He's him and Jokic and Shaq and Penny. Shaq was more dominant, in my opinion, than Jokic is when Penny was playing with Shaq. Even though Shaq lost in the finals to Hakeem, Shaq was out there killing them dudes, bro. And that's when Shaq was lean and real shape, doing what he doing, right? This dude playing with Jokic, but this dude have had more of those type of performances that have won them games versus what I seen Penny did when he played with Shaq, bro.
Ron, we gonna have to stream on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna kick us off of YouTube.
They not. I'm dead shit. Hold on.
They're gonna kick us off. They're gonna kick us off of YouTube, bro.
If he drops 40 tonight and wins the chip, what y'all gonna say?
I don't care what he do tonight. All right, cool. No problem. We about to get banned from the internet, bro. This is crazy.
Y'all basing Penny off 4 years, bro. He didn't do nothing outside of 4 years in the league. 4 years.
Them 4 years was better than Jamal Murray's 4 years.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, they was.
Them 4 was better than 8.
The best year he had 21. What are you talking about? The other years he
averaged All NBA. First team All NBA.
Why are we still just everyone be quiet and who's run out of energy? Like, what are we doing? We're just entertaining this.
Mars, rope it up. That's what you're saying.
Mars. I can't let this shit slide. This is way worse than what Skip Bayless. This is way worse than what Skip Bayless said to Shannon Sharp.
But I'm listening to this and I'm thinking to myself, what crack do you see to smoke?
How's the crack?
Mars, are you not hearing this, Mars?
I turn down my headphones when I don't want to listen to them.
Hey, look. I turned down my TV when I had to look at you.
Looking at me has nothing to do with volume. Just close your eyes if you don't want to.
When I have to listen to you.
There you go. That's that.
What you got, Ron?
Oh man, hey Mars, you got the automatic headphones when you lean back in your chair, it just automatically just shuts off.
Yeah, I just have my music.
Oh, so that's why you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, got you. It makes sense. All right. I was wondering. All right, I see now. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out my man Kwabe. He said Spo is a blockhead because Ticket TV said so. Laughing my ass off. MP13 with the super chat said, Ron, you can push the conversation forward anytime now. Talking in circles about an injury excuse with someone about to get a gentleman sweep is dumb. Thank you, MP13.
Who talked about an injury excuse?
No one.
You talking about Jimmy Butler earlier.
Oh my god.
All right. Your fave pitcher said emotional TV showing his stripes today, laughing my ass off. He be chatting about KD acting just like him. So
nah, here's the difference. I don't want to talk to them niggas. KD do. I'm telling niggas leave me alone. KD go in intercourse with them niggas.
All right.
Nigga ain't on my level. I don't want to talk to him. If he ain't put in the work I put in, I don't want to talk to him. I can talk to Chill. I can talk to Mars. I can talk to goddamn Dama. All these dudes been on putting in work for a long time now. So that little shit that Mars push, I can deal with that to an extent because I respect Mars' work and the body of work he put in. So even though he act like a little punk sometimes, and he know he wouldn't do that in real life, but he act like a little punk sometimes, I can deal with Mars. I can deal with Dub and them dudes. They put in the work. I can't deal with somebody who I ain't never even seen the nigga body at work. So I got to see something first.
It's okay, Shiloh. Keep putting in the work. Elite Talk said, I'm not sure if you guys have done this before, but I would like to see a poll of the people's age that watches the show.
What kind of demographic we got? That'd be dope.
That's a good thing too.
Yeah, that would be dope.
I got you during
scary.
During the next go ahead, Damo.
I'm about to say I feel like that'd be scary because I find out a lot of y'all in the chat is between the ages of like 25 to 35 with some of the takes y'all be having and the things y'all be criticizing.
Last I saw, I think that's where most of the demographic is 25 to like 39. I think
that's scary.
Why?
Because some of these dudes take. I mean,
they be talking like they haven't got through their education.
Mm-hmm.
But I would think these is a bunch of 16-year-olds who only on TikTok. Like the way they be having these takes and the things they be criticizing, I wouldn't think these are grown adults that have like a plethora.
That's because they get a favorite player and forget basketball before that.
Damo, you'd be surprised, Damo, how many people that are of that age that think they know basketball but they don't. You'd be surprised, yo. Man, you'd be surprised, yo.
Hey, Damo, what do you not like about TikTok?
I didn't say I didn't like nothing about TikTok. I just know that's what the teens inhabit. That's the young man's app, bro.
Like me,
that's where they're dumb over there. They're very
like dumb. I'm from.
Oh, that's why it was Mars. It was Mars. Mars, you're the one that got the problem with TikTok.
Yeah, I don't got a problem with TikTok.
Like I'm from Akron, right? So people that it'd be older dudes that forget everything before LeBron. They love LeBron. They forget everything before LeBron.
No love.
And it's weird.
That's crazy.
All right, I'm putting up a poll right now asking you guys what your age is. Go ahead and vote on that. 21 and younger, 22 to 20, 22 to 32, 33 to 42, and a senior citizen, 43 and above.
Yeah, that's gonna be 2 votes from Chill and Big Ro, and that's it.
Hey, what did he say? What's the last thing he said, Ron?
I didn't say nothing. MP13 with another super chat said, to be fair, Shaq, Kareem, Wilt, and Russell all had top 25 players in their prime to run with them. Jokic doesn't have that to compare.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because Jamal Murray's better than Penny Hardaway. So.
See, hey, Ron, I'm not. Okay, here we go. We're trying to be serious, right? We're trying to focus over there.
Hold on, when you say top 25, you talking about all time or just in the
league? Even if
is Penny Hardaway top 25 all time?
No.
Is Jamal Murray not top 25 player right now?
No. He's saying all time. We talking about all time.
Let's just go past the last like 40 years.
Bill Russell ain't have no top 25 player of all time. But
the championship teams, right? And yes, he did. He had Havlicek. So that's not. But anyway, but even if that's true, right? So the teams of the last 40 years, how many of them didn't have an awesome dude on their team? Like you talk about the Houston Rockets with Olajuwon. That's one guy, right? You talk about Dirk with the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. Those are anomalies. For the majority of the teams, they've had real good players on their team. So when you bring up stuff like this, you make up. So when you bring up stuff like this, you making it sound like every team doesn't have a good player or another good player. The majority of NBA champions have had bomb squads.
That's a fact.
And Chilltown, we're gonna upgrade if Denver wins this chip. That you know what that does for Murray status as far as how people look at him going forward. They look at you different after you start winning championships, like, and you're at that level. Like, for example, look how people started looking at Kyrie after he won a chip with LeBron. They started looking at Kyrie like he was a superstar after that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I think. I think Jamal Murray will be a perennial all-star and everything after they close this deal.
Making all NBA.
Yeah, he'll definitely be immediately upgraded, especially because of how he performed.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing: the expectation is going to get high for Jamal Murray. So we also got to find out, is he going to be able to hold up?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, that's a good point too. That's a good point too.
Injury, so the expectation on him is going to go up. So with the expectation going up, is he going to be able to hold up? That's going to be important to mention.
My expectations of MPJ going up.
You can tell when Mars do his questions on TikTok that he don't like it. He hates every bit of it.
Hate TikTok.
Why don't you like it?
The thing about
a young dude not capping for TikTok it's an anomaly, Mars.
That's what I'm saying, Ron. Because like I'm a TikTok representative, and Mars does respect me, but I'm one of the few people, because I've heard this stuff that's on TikTok, and I'm thinking, yo, just so you know, this is not a representation of me. I do not think this. Okay, I want to make sure we clear on that. No, I do not think this. No, I'm not going there.
Hey, what's crazy is I'm happy this TikTok conversation came about, because I literally was scrolling through our TikTok for about 2 hours last night. I typically don't do this. I typically stay as far away from TikTok as I can. But I was going to look for one specific video from you, Mars. We'll get to it one day. But what we will be doing on some of the episodes during this summer is highlighting from this past year all the takes on TikTok. We're gonna dig up a lot of receipts, and a lot of y'all gonna be exposed, but a lot of y'all you gonna be in a good position. But I seen a lot of videos last night. It was funny just to see takes from last summer, what people were saying and kind of what ended up happening. So we will be doing that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's definitely do that. Y'all, I need some apologies.
You might be on the list.
Yeah,
I've said a lot of wrong, dumb shit, but I also said one.
You was right. You was right too. That's fact.
I got one right that I need to be acknowledged.
Hey, so Shiloh and Dub, you guys are gonna be together with you guys gonna get your own personal group chat with Chris Paul, but Bob and B Smooth, you guys are damn near gonna get a room or something when it comes to the Jaylen Brown stuff.
And I'm still rocking with Jaylen Brown over JT.
Yeah, you wild.
That's a TikTok-esque take right there.
That really is.
That's a wild concept.
What was
Samuel Stevenson Jr. said, "Love the show. Y'all are hilarious. LOL. Just curious, how did y'all all become friends or get to the point of collaboration?"
They hate me, so we ain't all friends. They literally Damo hate me. Mars hate me. I see the hate pouring out your skin, nigga. So, like I said, they hate me, but we work.
Sweat. I ain't got no fan.
You know what I'm saying? And so,
he just hot.
We just hot out here, man. We make it work. Look at Mars' face. It let you know everything. See what I'm saying?
That's Mars' resting face.
I'm not saying Mars.
No. That's Mars' face when I'm on. Now, if you change me right now with Low, then look at his face.
I think Low might actually dislike you.
That's Mars' face. If Mars hit, that's Mars' face. If he hit a jump shot.
Only during debates. He like you when y'all not debating.
Yeah, Low chops it up. I chop it up with Low. Low pulls up on my channel and chop it up.
No, I see. Yeah, I watch your channel too.
Ain't nobody that don't like you gonna do that. Go give you their time like that. I respect Low. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, chill.
Recognize
Mars got that Derrick Rose.
I was gonna say that.
Where he
do got a Derrick Rose face.
Feel like Derrick Rose
expression.
Ticket. Who else?
Ray Allen got one of them faces too.
Yeah. I ain't talking about you because
so we'll make sure. Okay,
we only had beef because of one reason. That's because you praised that boy from Akron, Ohio.
Right. Okay.
AKA LeBron James.
Hey, chill on the home team, man. Chill on the home team. Bro.
Y'all seen that when me and Chill first got it, boy? Y'all thought
that was hilarious.
Y'all thought me and Chilltown, boy. God,
They got ugly. It did.
I ain't
The
never.
first time I ever seen Chill get really mad when he was mad at you, that was hilarious.
Hold on.
I died on the inside, boy. Oh my god.
You asked for it.
Not one of my finest moments.
Hey, that was the first panel episode.
No, that was a top tier moment. That was top 5 moments on Player's Choice of all time.
That wasn't even a panel episode. That was the Jason Williams show. In case y'all didn't know, the panel formulated from the Jason Williams show.
From that,
Ticket came on, boxing everybody. He went to Chill, and Chill, he didn't even really get his point off.
Yo, he had Jason Williams frustrated. It was hilarious.
They was just jockstrapping for LeBron. That's all. I wasn't gonna let it happen. In Chilltown, he was like, "Hold on, all right, man, this is going too far." I was like, "Man,
y'all said you want this fight, motherfucker? You got it."
The funny thing is, I'm Ticket in Akron because everybody think I hate LeBron because I don't think he the GOAT.
Right. That's what it is, bro. If you call out the calls, they get mad at you and start talking down on you. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what it is.
It's just about.
Hey, Ron, man.
What's up? Holla at me.
Why we ain't talk about guns and buns today, man?
Oh man,
listen, man.
Man.
Hey, listen, man. Ron,
hey, simpastic.
The chick got offered $500,000 to do play-by-play for this dude's game.
Bro, he was giving her an allowance of $100,000, bro.
That's crazy, Ron. What's wrong with these dudes, bro?
We're gonna get back to this. We got to get to the super chat ticket, bro.
We
gonna get. I definitely want to get into this, but we got to get to the super chat. So I do want to get into it.
She said the man had soda bottles all up in his.
Wait. Can I ask one question?
Nah, Ticket. She did not say that.
Yes, she did.
She said
it was in a tweet. It was in a tweet.
She said he had soda cans in the bathroom.
It was in a tweet. Because she said she motivated him to get in shape. He had soda bottles all in his trash can in the bathroom, all type of stuff.
Wait, Tiki, can I ask you a question then? Since we're doing she got a bag off of being, because you said it was whatever site offered her a bag to commentate on, talk about basketball.
Right.
Okay, so who did Mia Khalifa expose when she got a bag to do the show with Gilbert Arenas when she originally retired from doing adult films and decided to try to get in the sports world? Who did she expose to get that opportunity? Or was it just because she had a name, a prevalent name in that space, so they gave her opportunity?
Well, no, Damo. Well, here's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying she's winning, and here's the reason why I'm saying she's winning. She's winning because she's already told you she has over 30 people that's trying to do interviews, pay her to do interviews. So they're gonna pay top dollar to get her interviews because
that's short lived though. Ticket. That's just gonna wear out. Ain't nobody after you expose somebody in this life, bro. Nobody else is gonna keep paying her like this, bro. This is just because Zion was eating gumbo out of her belly button don't mean she.
Yo, chill.
This, yo, that's what I'm saying, Bob. That's what I'm saying. It's why
gumbo out her belly button. It's crazy.
If she just gets, let's say she just gets $2 million off of this whole situation, right? She can flip that and get businesses and have money and create businesses to generate her money for the rest of her life. So she's won. That's better than her not having nothing or making the money she was making, because Zion probably would have came to a point where he had to cut her off now because he got a kid with this other woman. So now she doing what she got to do, what she think is cashing out. See what I'm saying? And everybody's trying to throw money at her because she's hot now. So like I said, listen. So what I'm saying is, even if let's just say she put $2 million in her pocket from this situation, right? Guess what? She can flip that, go
straps and claps,
business, and she can generate her own wealth.
She's not gonna do that, Ticket. She's a whore.
All right, come on. Now we gotta keep it pushing. Now we absolutely have to keep it pushing.
I'm not coming. I'm just keeping it real.
Nah, for sure. And I'm keeping it real too. We gotta keep it pushing. Kobe agrees.
Hey Bob, I'm with you.
Can y'all come together and make an all-decade first, second, and third team for the 2010s? It doesn't have to have positions. Hold on. This is a summertime topic. Yo, Kobe, we'll get to this. I promise you, at some point this summer, we're gonna do it for all decades, including back to the 60s. I'll be sure to have Dub on influence both on that show.
I'm down to do that. Definitely down to do that.
Big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog said all cool names. How did y'all get them? You guys want to enlighten the people on how you got your names?
Mars.
This is my real name.
So. I came up here without knowing I was coming up here. They asked for my name, and I came up with something on the spot, and now I'm Mars.
You just came up with that, Mars. Like on the spot?
Yes.
Okay.
Mars the Martian. Damo, how'd you get your name?
It's a short version of my actual name. My name is Dominique.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Damo.
Neek. All right, that's what's up.
My mom,
right.
my mom's the only person to call me that. Please.
Neek. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
I got you. I got you.
Chill. How'd you get the name Chill?
I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey, and we call it Jersey City, New Jersey. It's called Chilltown, so that's where I'm from. So that's how I got my name.
Okay. Shiloh, you said that's just your name?
Yeah, August 22nd, I was born, and I was named Shiloh.
Oh,
okay.
That's like I'm my name.
Ox, how'd you get the name Ox?
Well, because before I was blessed to be on the panel, I was on the Wednesday, Sunday show. Not the first show, I was talking about DeMontis Sabonis and just saying, you know, that's big Ox shit. I just said that like 10 times that episode.
You did say that, yeah.
then JD just said, okay, big Ox Bob. So, thanks, JD.
Okay, B.O.B. Big Ox Bob. Ticket. I think we all would like to know how you phrase the name Ticket.
Dudes ass on the court. That's all. You know, yamming on dudes and stuff like that. To show they said it like, you know, they just started calling me the Ticket. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's who they came to see. That's what it
No
was.
doubt.
You know?
And in case you guys are wondering how I got my name, it's because I don't mute people. I let people rant and go on and on and on. I don't move conversations along. I skip super chats. I start shows late. I give bad takes too. The list can go on. I'll just cut it right there. But that's how I got the name L Host.
Very accurate description. Very accurate description.
For sure.
You suck, Ron. Get out of here.
Yeah, no. Matter of fact,
Fool this man.
Whoa.
Tomato.
Chat, don't throw no tomatoes at me. Chat, y'all got to do that to me today. All right. Let me do my job. We got a super chat from Jay. He said the new CBA is going to make it hard to have 3 max contracts. Next year, Nuggets are already over the tax line. Trade him, bring back Bruce Brown, keep AG.
And I also think you're going to see teams developing their draft players, the guys that they draft even more than just guys coming over in free agency. I think you're going to see that a lot more.
Excuse my ignorance, but if you draft a player, does that count as much towards your cap as if you signed them?
You can go over the cap to re-sign drafted players.
That's what I thought.
It's called the bird rights.
The bird rights, yeah.
Moving along, Rashad said, do you guys think Chris Paul will fix the Celtics' woes due to inconsistency in the team's ball movement?
His hamstring's falling off the bone.
That's the issue they need. That's the issue that they need fixing, but I don't think Chris Paul's not the answer.
Not with pulled pork hamstrings. It's over with.
Fire. Doctor said the Heat need to post up Lowry if they want to win. Them cheeks backing you down.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Hey, don't even show that one. What is going on right now?
I saw that one earlier. I was showing me dead.
People are, it's desperate times call for desperate measures. Maybe they need to throw Lowry in the post.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Jay with another super chat said people need to review the CBA before having this talk. Damo is right. Nuggets are already over the luxury tax. The new rules make it hard. Trade MPJ.
Yeah, we did know that. We did know that. That ain't new.
Been saying that. I didn't even know that was the case. I just thought the guy was just not consistent. He's a terrorist, and I'm really saying trade him because out of all the times in the playoffs to be great, he was only great against the Lakers. Man, screw him, PJ.
Oh, that's what you meant. That's what you mad at.
Oh, see, you should have said now. Come on.
That's what you mad at.
PJ, man.
Get out of here. You're right. See,
averaging 13, and to the people in the chat, oh my God, MPJ's been doing. He's averaging an inefficient 13 this whole playoff run. You telling me that's great when he was averaging 17 on the year? That's still him doing fine. Shut up, y'all know basketball.
We ain't having this conversation if he was whack against the Lakers. We not.
Oh, 100% because they wouldn't.
I didn't see like that. Yeah, I didn't see like that.
AD would be here, and I'll be pushing propaganda.
Right there, you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So is it fair to say? So is it fair to say, Damo, you a terrorist? Is that fair to say?
You definitely a terrorist.
Hey, Don, are the Lakers a terrorist for not wanting to give him an extension? AD.
Let me tell you, there's a million terrorists in that Laker organization. I can go down the list and call out a million terrorist plans they got. Yes, that's one of them. Not giving AD an extension. What kind of mess is this? LeBron's 56.
Go ahead, dog.
Don't get Damo started because that's what that
Yeah,
is.
yo, the number one terrorist to him in that organization is Darvin Ham.
You right.
Genie.
You right.
Hey, Damo,
Get him outta here.
Genie is innocent, brother.
No,
Darvin
and
Ham-
I'm
Darvin
glad
Ham
you said that
full of
because
dominance.
again, I need to ask everybody before I start throwing blame. Who do I blame? Do I blame Genie? Do I blame Darvin? Do I blame LeBron? Because if Rui don't come back, who do I blame? Because I can't blame Darvin Ham.
I'm going with Pelinka.
Well,
I've been blaming Rob Pelican, but apparently, hey, I'm wrong for doing that.
If D-Ham was here right now, you wouldn't say D-Ham would be like, yo, fella.
I'll pluck him in the lump on his head. What are you talking about? I definitely say it. Don't tell me I wouldn't. Man, what?
You know how
I wish
D-Ham talk to the
I wish
dog
I
with
would.
that voice.
I wish I could get a chance to talk to Darvin Ham, let him
Yeah,
know how I
D-Ham
really
talk to you
feel.
with that deep voice. Young
Well,
fella.
You gonna pop him in that bump on his head?
Oh, yo, that's insane. Hey, y'all. So I did run the poll on how old our audience is watching the show right now. We got over 1,000 votes, and the 22 to 32-year-old crew is at 51%. 21 and younger is at 35%. Y'all supposed to be at school right now, by the way. But I ain't gonna tell y'all if there's anything.
School is out.
It depends. It depends where you at. I'm in Seattle right now. School's still going on.
In the UK, school doesn't
In June 12th?
Yeah,
Facts.
it ends this week. I want to say.
And when did school start? When does school usually start out there, Ron?
Well, it will start a month later, so I would say at the end of towards the end of September.
Oh, okay.
A month later than you guys.
Oh yeah. I'm about to say yeah. When I was on the West Coast, it was different than when it was on the East
My
Coast.
kids are supposed to be at school right now too.
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
Ron,
North is-
what the honey is looking like out there, Ron?
Hey, ticket. The sun's out. You can
which
finish
means
this
what's
thing.
out?
Hey,
Buns
Ron,
out.
They out. Hey, and when I say buns, I'm not talking about like buns. I'm talking about bunnies.
man.
They out. They out.
Look, think about
It's sundress season.
So it's sunny and it's snowing.
Yes.
Think about
yes.
Hey, chill. I'm gonna pick you and take it up from the airport. Y'all let me
I
know when
seen you,
y'all
Bob.
get
Hey,
there.
Bob, this fool Bob be going down to the game talking to them girls, putting them on camera like, yeah, what you think about this? Nah, what you think about me?
Hey, I had more footage. I had more footage too, but Ron, not only is Ron an L host, he's an L cameraman. So
come on, Ron. Oh, you was with him, Ron.
Hey, dude, Ron, do better.
Ron, you was with him.
Yeah. You know,
Hey, Ron, do better.
A little bit. I can't. I can't. I'm a terrorist. Hey,
Parking lot.
hey, tickets. You ain't seen nothing. It's going down this summer.
Y'all was in the parking lot pulling up on girls. Y'all boys crazy.
Hey, I wanna see them videos, yo.
They on Bob's channel.
Yeah, y'all will see it. They about to start coming rapid fire.
Superchats, Ron. Come on,
you
brother.
right. You right.
Hey, ticket. I'm from Sacramento. We do not play. Ask Damo. He know. Damo knows.
I know about Sac. I've had my experiences.
All right, y'all. Brian Holiday said, if MPJ has a good game today, would that change your minds? Also, do you think there's anything Miami could do to get a consistent second option?
Play
So
Duncan.
Tyler Herro's coming back.
Play Duncan Robinson, man. I keep trying to tell y'all this. He the key.
Make Jimmy Butler the second option.
Fire. Vaughn with the super chat, he said, which finals game one was more impressive? Iverson's 48 or versus the Lakers, or LeBron's 51 8-8 versus the Warriors?
Did LeBron win that game or did he lose?
They lost.
Then give me Iverson.
Yeah, they lost it.
Shout
I would say AI. That's because the Lakers didn't lose a game that whole playoff run. Besides that one, that's what makes it more impressive to me. That's
Nobody taking LeBron?
No, I'm not taking LeBron in that game. Even though he went off in that game, I'm not.
Yeah,
but everybody
ain't that the timeout game? Where anybody know how many timeouts they had?
That was the Lakers' only loss that whole playoff series.
Give me Iverson.
Yeah. What were you about to say, Chip?
Just for context, just so you know, the Lakers hadn't played in 10 days. Philly beat Milwaukee on Sunday. Game one was on Wednesday. We just got.
Because they swept everybody.
Right. The Lakers was chilling at home. There's a reason why they didn't win another game for the rest of the series, because they got punched in the face. Like, all right, let's get it going.
But AI still went in there and took it from him, no shit.
Yes, he did. He
definitely did that.
No, I ain't gonna fight that 48.
Stepping over Ty Lue. Come on.
I ain't gonna fight that. I'm not gonna fight that 48.
That's what Ty Lue famous for, getting stepped over.
Facts.
And I had said it after they beat them. I was like, yo, I don't think Philly winning another game in the series. They're not.
Ty Lue actually played well in that game as well.
He did.
He did, bro.
He did. In that series, Mars.
Series.
He didn't play bad.
He was good in that series.
Right. You lying.
Lonnie Williams said, "I'd pay pay-per-view money for Mars and DeMar DeRozan or Julius Randle to sit down."
Yo, I just want to see them sit there while he subtly insults them. It's gonna be hilarious.
I'm just gonna ask them why they stink in the playoffs.
Like, yeah, hey, I don't think you want to do that with DeMar DeRozan. You'll never be able to go to California.
I mean, he from England. He ain't trying to go to California.
I forgot.
Hey, Mars, you want to come to California?
You'll definitely be a no-fly zone.
You want to come to Cali? Don't worry. Hey, don't worry. We'll have a PC weekend in Cali. Just don't.
Don't do that, Ron. Don't do that.
Get him at 60 minutes.
Hey, Mars, you won't miss the UK. I promise you. Well, at least for your time being there. All right, so
Mark,
we got a
super. What would be the first question you ask Julius Randle?
Why he can't use his right hand?
What would be the first question?
Hey, would you ask DeMar why he's scared of LeBron?
Chill.
No, I just asked why. I'd ask DeMar DeRozan why he's never had one good playoff series.
Man, you ask Julius Randle why he can't use.
He outplayed Bradley Beal. He outplayed Bradley Beal, I think, in 15.
Yeah, that was one.
I'll
ask him why he's 27 a game.
I'll ask him why he's only had one good playoff series. I apologize.
I ain't gonna be there, Dub, but I can outdrink you.
Dub, I told you already. You're 14, bro. You're not supposed to be drinking.
All right, next super chat from my man Doctor. He said, Ticket was giving Jimmy Butler all that praise to defend his boy Giannis. I know you game. I know your game.
I know your game.
No. Hold on. So read it. No. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said, I know you game. So first of all, my game, I went to class actually, so I know how to spell. That's my first game right there.
Goofy.
And secondly, hold on. Put that one more time, Ron.
Goofy.
He said you defended. He said what?
You defended Jimmy Butler to basically big up Giannis.
How was that? How do you defend one dude to big up another dude? Isn't that mean you're supposed to put one dude down? Man, these dudes, y'all need to stop skipping school, man. And make sure y'all go to summer school too.
DeMar averaged 20.
Y'all dudes on that Zion Williamson program. He can't spell either. You look at his text messages.
Oh, ticket. Okay, so what they're trying to say is you were bigging up Jimmy to make it seem like he was that good. That's the only reason he beat Giannis.
No, I didn't do that.
No, I'm not saying you did it. I'm just saying that's what dude's trying to say.
Which one is it, Mars? Was it 15 or 16 when they beat Washington? I think he averaged something like 27 a game in that series against Bradley.
2018 they beat Washington. He averaged 27.
Yeah, I knew it was one, and he clearly outplayed Bradley Beal in that series.
Who you talking about, Jim?
DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lonnie Williams said ticket
43% from the field. Nice. Good work, DeMar.
Lonnie Williams said ticket, based off your Penny take, how many forwards would be better than Grant Hill today?
A lot, because they had a bigger body of work. We can't just say, this is what we do with Penny I don't like. We do the same thing with Grant Hill. We say we project their greatness based off of things we didn't see. We only saw a few great years from Penny. I mean, very good years. I mean, from Penny. So we can't say, because the other years, he had like 7 years where he averaged single digits. Jamal Murray probably gonna average double figures most of his entire career. Same thing with Grant Hill. Grant Hill had a great start to his career, but we all projected once he went to Orlando, got that injury chill because it was supposed to be him. It was supposed to be
T-Mac and Duncan.
Yeah, right. Once he got the injury, he was nowhere near the same. So I can't project what I think he would have did all the way through. Can't do that, bro. KD's better than him. LeBron's better than him. Tatum is better than him. I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to accept people to say Tatum is better than Grant Hill.
Paul George.
Look at it. Tatum took his team to
Paul George was on the guard list. He can't make the forward list.
Okay.
Kawhi? I'm just saying.
He was also on the guard list.
So how they play together? So who plays
guard?
I don't know. You're asking the right questions, but I was told they were both guards 2 days ago. So.
No. I didn't say that. No. You said one of them. I'm saying one of them plays a 2, one of them plays a 3. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, well, you listed them both as over Penny Hardaway when we were asking about guards. So.
I just think they both better than him. My bad.
Hey, Ron, I got to bounce, brother. I'll see you dudes tomorrow. I know where to find y'all. Y'all know where to find me if you need me. I will see you dudes tomorrow.
Chill.
Good luck, Denver. Be easy.
Eat your Wheaties, sucker.
I will. I'll see you tomorrow, sucker.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Moving along, keeping it pushing. Jay Renrick said the highest Reeves can be offered is a little over $96 million. The Lakers will match.
No, they won't.
They won't.
I'm gonna get a big surprise when they don't match and they
They're
turn
gonna
around.
match.
They're not gonna match.
They don't let him go.
They're gonna hear it in LA if they let
It's
Austin Reeves
gonna
walk.
be a surprise, bro. It's gonna be a
They're gonna
surprise.
hear
to
it.
everybody. And the
They're
Lakers,
gonna hear it in LA if they let Austin Reeves walk.
Lakers
They're gonna
missed
hear
out. The same way they let old boy walk to Chicago, they're gonna let Austin.
That's
Reeves
why they're not doing that again.
No, because they'll either choose Roy Hachimura at a cheaper price. Go ahead, Ron.
Doe said, War G1 Mars. Lakers fans so entitled, LOL. Why would we take D-Lo to make us worse? And you better. It's AD or AR and Rui or nothing. We got assets plus the number 10 pick. Get Turner plus second round picks.
Turner.
He said Wagwan, not War G1. But
Oh, all right. My bad. Wagwan.
I never seen Wagwan spell like
He's
that.
talking about
Sure,
Turner.
but-
Call it.
They can't afford all of them, can they?
No, I can't afford him. He just signed a big deal.
Doctor said, I need what Ticket is smoking. Ticket, you got some of that gas down there in the Dominican?
Man, look, I don't smoke, bro. All I do is I don't smoke. Let's put it like that.
All right, no doubt. Jordan Walker said, Mars, Ronaldo taking his name from R9, would you say it's equivalent to someone in the future taking Mamba from Kobe, or what's a more accurate moniker?
It's his name. His name is Ronaldo. He didn't take his name from R9. His name is Ronaldo. And he's now just more well known. So he's more known as Ronaldo. And the other one's called R9. That's not taking his name. Like, you could argue LaMelo took Melo from Carmelo. That would make sense. Ronaldo didn't take his name from R9. He was just born with his name being Cristiano Ronaldo. That's not his fault.
Hey, Mars, did that surprise you when Messi signed with Miami?
No, not really.
They offer him 1.6.
Yeah, I weren't really paying attention. But when I found out the perks he got offered, I mean, I think it'd be dumb to say no.
Wow.
MP13 said the entire playoffs, the strategy has been get Jokic in foul trouble and beat them with him off the court. The refs gave Miami free fouls on him out of thin air, and Miami still lost the game.
He was. Jokic do be out there doing dirty stuff. Don't act like he a saint.
Taquay White said, would you guys rather win a series on your home court and be the hero, or win on the road and be the villain? I personally would choose the villain.
I'm the villain. I'm the villain.
I want to win on the road.
I just want to win the series. I don't care where I
Yeah, I just want to win.
Wherever game 4 has us, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I want to win in the
Exactly.
series. If that means I'm on the road or at home, I don't care. I just want to.
Yeah.
Try 22 said, Ticket talking about Duncan Robinson. He literally lost them the end of the game. Nuggets closed with Bruce Brown scoring on Duncan's 6 straight plays.
No, the game was already over when he came in. They were down by 14, 15 points. He was the only one that was bringing something positive off the bench. So you're wrong.
The Tribe One said, not so fast on Jamal being a perennial all-star if they win. A lot of guards in the league. Who is he leapfrogging? Or is it a positionless
He will be because Denver will be.
Yeah, he will be.
And they will give him a nod at the playoffs. He wins a chip, he will get a nod the next few years if they're at the top of the Western Conference come to the All-Star break. They will give them 2 players now.
If he don't get hurt that next year, he'll definitely get a first or second team if he performs.
Mm-hmm.
Dorian Clayton said Tyler Herro is suiting up for tonight. He might play well, but will it make a difference?
Won't have no effect.
Your first game back in weeks being in that Denver altitude is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long he's going to
be. He might hit 1 or 2 threes they need. That's it. It ain't going to be no 25, 30 point. Nah, it ain't going to be none of that. Ain't no right.
He'll probably play about 8 minutes. He'll probably like close.
Yeah, and then it's supposed to see that he's not playable, then not playing for the rest of the game.
He coming off a broke hand too, right? Broke shooting hand.
His mindset though, Tyler Herro is a killer though. Like he might not be the best killer, but his mindset is like.
I agree.
Denver might attack him though.
Hold on, bro. He could definitely come out and feel like I can shoot it. So he'll be aggressive. If those shots fall, I mean, there's no reason why the shot won't fall. He's an NBA. He's a professional basketball player.
I agree.
And even they might attack him on defense though.
Well, I mean that's obviously going to happen.
What else would they do? That's what I mean. They better attack on defense, but I mean they've been attacking Strus and everybody else too. Duncan Robinson, everybody else is getting attacked. So I don't really see no difference there. But he can hit maybe four big threes. Attack the rim, get a couple floaters off, and finish the game with 17 to 21 points. So I think that's a big difference.
I don't see that, but I do see him hitting a couple shots.
Them rushing him off the broke hand. I don't think he's capable of hitting 4 threes. I don't think he's fully healthy.
Maybe not. I'm not sure where it's held. I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm just more so being optimistic for them.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be aggressive if he plays.
Oh, he said, "Ask me my name for Lowry." Oh, I got 2 nicknames for him: Caboose and the Booty Goon. Yeah.
What was the second one?
The Booty Goon.
The Booty Goon is crazy because that's a whole different meaning.
ASAP Don said, "If it ain't snowing, we ain't going."
Ron, y'all crazy.
I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you.
Ron, you're crazy.
Hey, look, check it out.
Ron, you a bunny lover?
I do like the snow, but I like other altitudes and climates too. I'm gonna put it like that. I am world renowned and travel.
Definitely do not discriminate.
Quabe said, "If Jimmy don't get a pass, why bring up the injury?"
No, you're not hearing me, bro.
He was just saying he didn't look right. That's all.
Yeah, me and Chilltown were just talking about one thing. I wasn't saying I never use that as an excuse ever. I don't care about. I always say injuries ain't no excuse. If you play, bro. Tyler Herro been hurt the whole series. You haven't heard me say, "Hey man, they've been missing Tyler Herro. They missing Victor Oladipo." No, just play.
Jay said, "Who called you a bully?" I'm not gonna read the rest of that.
Hey, hold on.
I did call you a bully one time, Tigger, but that was a long time ago.
Hey, why don't you put your real name up and why don't you pull up live on the panel?
Jay, that's the invitation for you.
Put your real name and you pull up live and Ron will pull you up. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see if I'm mad or not.
Brian said, "I'm not reading this either."
Man.
What's up? Yo, what's up?
Oh, nice ball structure, nice jawline. I see you, handsome fella.
Hey, Bob, chill out.
What I said, bro?
Marty said, "Would you have Prime D Rose won with this Jimmy Butler, or would Prime D Rose have won with this Jimmy Butler?"
I think so.
Right now, if you put D Rose with this Jimmy, oh hell yeah, they win it. Yeah.
You think they beat?
You think they beat LeBron and them?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about right now. Yes, they won 6 games with him. Remember, they did.
Yeah, you're right. You're right with Luau Deng. You're right. Yeah.
Injuries. No, I'm talking about. But no, I'm saying right now. If you put a Prime D Rose with Jimmy right now.
Oh, right now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With Tyler Herro still being injured.
Yeah, because listen.
Oh hell yeah, with this team, hell yeah.
Celtics, they would have got past the Celtics last year if that was the case in Game 7 when they lost by that one shot. They would have got past the Celtics last year with D Rose. D Rose is cold in his prime, bro.
Hey, D Rose on his Heat team would be disgusting.
Disgusting. A prime D Rose? Oh man.
Wait, you think y'all saying this Heat team is like? Would y'all rather have prime D Rose on this Heat team or this Jimmy Butler? No, hold on, real quick. I get what y'all saying. I just want to know: would y'all rather have prime D Rose on this Heat team or this Jimmy Butler on that Chicago?
This Jimmy Butler.
I mean, either or for real.
No. This Jimmy Butler is mentally tougher, and not only that. Not only that, this Jimmy Butler plays better on both ends. He plays better defensively as well.
Right.
So that counts. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. And that's why I'm saying I'd rather have this Jimmy Butler on that Chicago team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they take him to the limit then too.
I think I'd rather have D Rose on this team.
No, yeah.
I just
me
think
personally,
I think it's a little sweeter of a
They don't
league
beat
than
the
back
Bucks,
then.
man.
I think
They don't beat the Bucks.
they beat them.
They don't beat
Yeah, they beat the Bucks without him. Why wouldn't they beat him?
It's different. It's at the line that the whole situation will be different, bro.
With Tyler Herro healthy, yeah, give me DeRozan on this team.
I mean, without Tyler Herro healthy, give me DeRozan on this team.
Nah, it's different, bro. That I told y'all, it ain't about skills. It's about fit, and Jimmy just fits with this team better.
I think this team, Jimmy's on the team.
I also want to mention the fact that what DeRozan would do to this league right now. It would be.
I'm with you, Ron. No, Ron. We ain't talking about talent though. I'm saying fit. I'm saying, look, sometimes you can put talent with certain teams, but the fit it has to be right. Everything has to be right. Like I think Jimmy's mentality, his fit, his approach, his interaction with the teammates, all this stuff. I think that stuff is different than most of the other stars.
I got you, Ticket. I mean, we seen Jimmy on that team, and we will basically see Jimmy in just a much better fashion altogether, a much bigger role. He will be able to help them in clutch situations and all of that. He'd be able to take some pressure off D-Rose. And I mean, on top of that,
Spo wouldn't play D-Rose for 4 minutes. I mean, in the fourth quarter when they're up by like 20 points and have him get injured. So I also want him on the Heat for that reason too. I don't want Thibodeau moving this D-Rose again.
It's clear that this Miami team needs, another scoring option, another facilitator, and furthermore, they just need a point guard in general, like Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry, but they're not point guards.
No, Bob was saying instead of Jimmy. He didn't say, if you with Jimmy, I'm with you. He said instead of Jimmy.
No.
We keeping Jimmy on the team. Ticket.
Oh, yeah, that's not what I meant. If that's what y'all that's
not okay. No, I'm with you then. My bad. I thought you meant to take Jimmy off and just put the okay.
We keeping Jimmy on both teams.
Yeah,
Jimmy on both teams.
Oh, okay, yeah. No doubt. I'm with you.
All right, moving along. Walker said Shannon did the same thing to Kwame for LBJ.
Facts. But since it's Shannon Sharp against Kwame Brown, y'all be biased. Just because that's the thing I hate about the whole Kwame Brown thing. Just because he didn't end up being as good as we thought he was going to be, everything Kwame says, people are like, oh, he's a bust. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
He played in the league. He actually played in the association and knows some of this stuff and understands some of these things. And you got dudes that ain't never did nothing that's on YouTube that come up and just start talking crazy. I'm like, man, come on, bro. Hey, waste your time, man.
Kiani LeCount said it was a show called Yo Mama. Y'all remember that?
I do. On MTV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who was that? Wilbur Valderrama from that 70s?
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Wait, was it for that one? I think so.
I can't remember. I just know that show was hilarious.
It was definitely the Feds from that 70s.
Listen, Ashton Kutcher, is that his name?
No, that was Punk.
That was Punk. Punk was funny too.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Shaq on Punk? He was chasing him through the parking lot. Shaq was gonna kill that boy.
This one show MTV, I feel like should have been one season and should have been Catfish. The fact that went as long as it did is crazy.
Hey, Mark.
Hey,
go ahead.
What's up? No.
Ask him how many hours do we sleep at night, man.
I have clones of me that are awake 24 hours so I can get my rest and recharge, but then I'm always active.
So is this the real Mars or a clone?
Does it
We'll never know.
Any clone is gonna say it's the real Mars.
We'll never know.
Bro, Mars will do this show, do open gym, and then be up for the game tonight. And it's like 6 o'clock where he at.
Y'all got open gym today?
All the football matches too.
No, we got the football show today. Open gym is tomorrow.
Mars soccer.
Shout out footy.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna say that, but cool.
Shout out Players Choice Soccer. We appreciate you guys. You guys are doing amazing things.
Yo, Mars will get ran out of England if you say that.
Yeah. I want to ask Mars, like, do you guys really care when somebody calls it soccer instead of football? Like, is that?
I don't, but people are sensitive and they care. If I know what you're talking about, like, it doesn't make a difference to me. Like, we have an American audience. You guys are gonna call it soccer. I don't care. Like, I know what sport you're talking about. Like, I don't know why people get so emotional about it.
Yeah, there's people who take that serious. Like, no, they correct you every time.
Like, I don't care. Like, you're not gonna go to an Italian who calls it calcio and tell them no, it's football. Like, you're not gonna do that. So, like, I don't know why people just complain so much. But
wait, they call it what?
Calcio.
Calcio instead of that's soccer.
Calcio.
Yeah. CALCIO.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, hey, brother. You need to
I'm
learn
not
more.
cultured. I'm not cultured.
Yeah. You need to travel more.
Bet my passport got more stamps than yours.
How much you want to bet? You want to bet that same chump change ticket finna put on the game tonight? All right, then I ain't think so. Jay with the super chat said, "Isn't like the old CBA where you can just pay more?"
Guess so.
All right. Shout out Daniel Willard. Appreciate you. Anastia said, "Nuggets are winning despite MPJ, not because of him."
Okay.
Okay.
Alan R said, "Skip and Ticket would be a hate off."
Oh Lord.
It'll be entertaining though.
I think people don't understand that a lot of that is scripted with Skip.
Probably. I don't watch it. I mean, I don't care. So
Mine ain't scripted. Mine is real.
Magnus Opus said 7 days later, Mariah's still tweeting about Zion.
Yeah, she hurt.
She's just looking for attention.
Poor Annie.
At this point.
Well, clearly it's working.
YSN Money said, "Ticket, start bench cut, Shiloh, be smooth, LeBron James." That's insane. You want to start bench cut this ticket or cool?
Well, God damn, that is tough. I cut all three of them motherfuckers, man. cut. Shit, I do it myself.
Austin McDonald said, "Is Jamal Murray a top 5 point guard in the league?"
No.
Hell no.
Nonchalant said, "What if Dallas signs Jay Crowder and Brook Lopez?"
Then they'll have Jay Crowder and Brook Lopez on their roster.
Does anybody think this moves the needle?
I think that'd be
I don't
decent
think Jay
for him.
Crowder's the same though.
Jay Crowder a little less, but Brook Lopez is a win for him.
Yeah, Jay Crowder isn't the same Jay Crowder from before.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, this girl is crazy, bro. This girl don't been going on a 7-day rant on this dude, bro. I'm looking at this girl timeline now. Ron, this girl don't win serious now, man. They're gonna have to go ahead.
Wait, she said something. She said more crazy stuff.
And listen, bro. If Ron goes to her Twitter right now, look at what she just said, bro. Bro, she trying to end Zion, bro.
Yeah, she hurt.
I ain't talking about end him. I'm talking about she trying to come, forget off the top rope like Randy Savage. She trying to hit this dude with the sweet chin.
She off the cage like Mick Foley.
They got daggone rock bottom and a Stone Cold Steve Austin stunner at the same damn time. Go look at her page right now in the last thing she just wrote up there and look at the message she just posted.
She's trying to hit him with the pedigree.
Bro, listen. Yes. The Boston Crab. Feel me?
The walls of Jericho.
Man, it's because Zion was hitting her with that tomahawk dunk in the sheets, and then
Man.
and then turn around and windmilling in her bank account.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's the best way that I've ever heard it put.
Come on, man.
360 windmill at that.
He was definitely 360 in her. Oh God.
Is he the simp of the year though?
Because she is too hurt.
He got to be the simp of the century, bro. I thought it was Jordan Poole at first, but dog.
Oh no. This is top tier Hall of Fame simping right here,
bro. This is all time. This ain't even. This is legendary.
If simping was compared to another player, he'd be the Michael Jordan of simping right now.
No, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Shout out Zion and his ability to slam dunk. Buddy's OG said, "Ticket, what would you say and do if Denver wins?"
Denver won. That's what I would say. Denver won.
Well, I don't know what you expect. I don't know what you expected him to say.
All right. Denver won.
Almighty C Boogie said 6-12-11. Dallas Mavericks. Happy anniversary.
Man.
Mike said, "Mars, who's your top 5 offensive peaks in order?"
Jalen Green, Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, Shaden Sharp.
There you have it. You asked for it, Mike, and you got it. Drink more water. What's up?
No, go ahead. I was gonna say I also agree that with Fluent that 100-point game didn't happen.
You don't believe it?
I said that like maybe months ago, and I got hated for it. So
I never believed that it happened.
You deserve to get hated for it.
You didn't believe that.
No, the thing is, I believe it probably did happen. I just don't care.
Yeah,
y'all trying to bring down the brother's legacy.
His legacy's dead anyway.
So,
Whoa,
you almost saw Coach.
Whoa,
come on.
That was harsh, Marsh.
That's the thing. Dead.
That was very hard.
I don't mean he's dead. He is dead, but I don't mean that's not what I meant. I just meant his legacy's trash.
So what's more realistic to happen? His on the court 100-point legacy or off the court?
Neither. They would have lynched him. They would have lynched him if he was doing all that stuff.
It has to be with one race. He could have, been like me and kind of, dibbled and dabbled with just about everything.
Man, Ron,
you out there cooking them white people on the court and cooking them women off the court. Yeah, you getting lynched.
Well, because Big Ron. I mean, Jack Johnson was doing that in the early 90s. That got lost because of him. That man was running around with white girls in 1950.
I mean, Jack Johnson could knock you out though. They were scared of him.
I mean, what you think? Wilt won't knock you out?
Shout out.
I mean, he wasn't known for that. Jack Johnson was known for punishing dudes though.
Facts.
Dead Op Smoker said 2011 Mavs anniversary. And by the way, Dirk top 20 all time.
No, he's not.
Anastia says, so which clone is ESPN Mars then?
One of them.
What hoodie does he wear?
One of them.
Got you.
Dude,
drink more water with a start bench cut. Or no. He said most likely to move. Bill, Siakam, Dame, or Collins?
Dame.
Yeah, at this point, John Collins is a Hawks lifer.
Dame not
John
going
Collins is a Hawks lifer.
I think it might be. Yeah, you're right. I think it might be Collins.
It's John Collins or Siakam. Bradley Beal.
John Collins is
Beal making too much money to go anywhere that I can think of right now.
That owner's gonna move him. Hey, Ron, you know what we should do though? You know can make a lot of money for PC right now.
What's that?
And I'm dead serious. If you do a celebrity boxing match with me and Mars,
I'm 5'2" and you're 6'9".
I don't give a damn what it, nigga. You talking? So if we can get this money.
Oh no, I forfeit the fight.
I'm saying no, don't forfeit it. Let's get this money. Just let me knock your ass. Just let me knock your ass out ice cold. And Ron, we can split the $1 million that we gonna raise.
All right, we'll talk off camera. If Mars decides to agree,
you can be Don King of this.
I don't
celebrity PC celebrity boxing.
I don't.
Hey, I'll box Bob for
there you go.
Hey, I'll watch that.
If we box, bro, I get 65% of the purse, bro.
I don't care. Hey, Bob, you know what? As long as we getting that bread, I don't care, dog. I mean, hey, Ron, we should do that. PC celebrity boxing. Let these dudes just come up here talking that trolling. We put on the gloves. Everybody put money in the pot. We get the sponsors to come sponsor it. We do the PC celebrity boxing. I'll pull up and I'll knock about 20 dudes out.
All right, we gotta do the 1v1 first, and then we could do whatever.
Hey, Ron, why Bar said I forfeit?
He said I do not consent first.
No, Bar said I forfeit. He said you 6'9". 255, and I'm like 5 what? What are you, Mars? 5 what?
5'2". I'm 5'2".
5'2".
Yo, that's crazy, yo. I can't believe you just said that shit, Ticket. What the fuck?
Hey, Mars, you got being 5'2", you got an advantage though. You might.
He don't got no advantage.
Never mind.
Punching up is bad business.
Hey, but wait. I need to know this though, Ticket. I need to know this. So let's say Mars decides like, fuck it, you done said too much. Let's get down. If Mars knock you out, what do you do for
all
me?
my channels on YouTube. I'm done.
Yeah, you can't. If Mars knocks you out, you can't be seen for months.
Dog, I'm done. I can't get seen no more.
Hey, matter of fact, Mars, you gotta call the kickboxing fade, Mars. You used to play soccer. I mean football. Call the kickboxing fade. Hit Tick with one of them roundabouts.
Right. Bro, he can fight. Hey, Mars can fight dirty. If he beat me, I'll shut everything down. Bro.
Oh my God,
Mars, come on. The people want you to shut that channel down.
I
Come
know
on.
they do. They want him to shut
Mars,
me
be the
down.
people's champ.
When I hit my, I'm only 9, so when I hit my growth spurt,
Think you want to be up a
Hey,
9-year-old?
shout out to Mars though, man. Shout out to Mars, man.
God.
Hey Mars, real talk. You wouldn't get knocked out for $500,000 right now though.
no, I'm good financially. I don't need to sacrifice my health for money. I'm all right.
That's going hilarious. Go ahead, Ron.
Hey, but no, hold on, no.
What's
If
up,
we
what's
talking,
up?
if we talking money like that though, for sure, line that up.
Yeah, hey Ron, if they willing to pay that, ask the sponsors, bro. We can do the celebrity boxing though.
Ron versus low boxing match. Hey, have y'all seen Dragon Ball Z?
Nah, we gotta do low versus Damo, dog.
I've definitely got to do low versus Damo. Hey, I ain't about to be punching on Majin Buu.
Dale
Hey,
versus
chill, not Majin Buu.
Hey, Fluent versus Dub.
Ooh.
Dub don't want that.
Fluent versus Dub.
Oh yeah, I need to see that. I want to see that.
That's right. Me and Bob.
Oh, Chill and Elder Rufus.
Chill and Rufus got to go at it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy right there. That's crazy right there.
That's got to be like co-main event. They gonna work.
Ron and J-Rob.
It's gonna be Shaq and we're gonna put Shaq against
I want to see Shaq and Dale.
Yeah, we're gonna put Shaq and Dale. That's right.
Here you go, ticket. Right here. Deshaun 916 said I bet a stack I could box ticket and win.
Hey, well, now you gotta put more than a stack up, dog.
Deshaun we can
do it. Hey, I'm willing to do it. But you gotta put more than that up. That ain't nothing.
Hey, don't worry.
Hey, Ron, you
we'll work something out.
Hey, so me and Ticket to be the main event, but Ron, you and J-Rob gonna be on the card?
Me and J-Rob gotta go UFC because I gotta put his young ass in a headlock.
Man, hey bro, you gonna have to pack a lunch with J-Rob. J-Rob gonna eat like 20 now-laters before he get in the ring. That fool gonna be Holly Ranchers. He gonna be all of He sound like a pro wrestler already. Yeah, he got that voice for it. You know what I'm saying?
No, J-Rob and Mookie. For sure, J-Rob and Mookie.
Oh, Mook?
Yeah. Hey, I just want to know who gonna get in the ring with Sean Porter.
You said who?
Showtime.
Hey, you said, hey man, that man said Mook, bro. Oh man.
All right, y'all. I got a few more super chats. We got to run through these right quick. Along the road, Smith said Jokic higher than Giannis all time if he wins. Question mark.
No. Even though I said yes before, nah. I lied.
Wild Card 95 said Mariah Mills is egregious on the D. Mars voice. Mars. Never mind.
I'm too young to confirm that statement.
Doctor said, is it just me or is that Drewski dad bottom right?
Nah, no dog. That ain't work. Try again.
That was a bad one.
I can't hear.
That was a bad one.
C-Town said summer in Seattle. It's a beautiful season, baby. Hey, I'm trying to tell y'all, it ain't no summer like a Seattle
Look
summer.
at the picture.
I promise y'all.
It be raining every day over there, though.
It's not in the summer. So, hey, matter of fact, I'm supposed to be on a boat in a couple hours as we speak. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to turn it down. I got better plans. But I'm telling you, summer in Seattle, hey, it's the Puget Sound. We got we got a whole sound where it's basically water surrounding the whole city. You can get on the lake. It's all type of stuff, man. I'm telling you, if you ain't been to Seattle during the summer, you got to get here.
Them chicks in Seattle will make your knees rattle.
Now it works.
Ticket versus Rob or Dom. I think that meant to say Ron.
Nah, you gotta put Dom versus Low. That's the super heavyweights, and then I'll be against Bob. We the light heavyweights, and then Mars will be in the Mars got to be in the featherweight.
Mars and Dub, that's the easy one. All right, though, y'all. It was an amazing show. Had a good time with y'all. As always, we're going to be back at the same time tomorrow. Can't wait to see what happens in tonight's game. What y'all got to say on the way out, fellas?
Hope to see a good game, man. Nuggets in 5. I called it. I should put money on it. Damn.
Man, y'all make sure even after y'all enjoy this game, get home safe. Don't drink and drive. Call an Uber. Call a Lyft. Call a cab.
And if they
Appreciate
lose tonight,
y'all.
you guys pray for Dub. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
Appreciate y'all for having me on, man. That's what's up.
All right, Big Ron, appreciate you for coming through. We will catch you guys later. PC Footy coming on in a couple hours. Y'all stay tuned.
Damn, I can't believe the season finna be.